Fuck!
Hi, welcome to Diamonds and Dice. I've been alerted that we have actual subscribers and followers that aren't us.
Yeah.
So for those new people, thank you guys for following us every week.
Press.
I'm surprised Lena didn't say fuck too. It's tradition. He's ruining the whole thing.
I was distracted, I'm sorry.
So,
We have a do-over.
I don't think we can. We're live.
Inner Leon.
Yeah, no, I was straight up distracted by the
Toys.
Kinder.
By the toys.
The Kinder toys.
Okay. So, it's been a minute. So let's do a little refreshing. The Godslayers met two new factions. I swear I need assigned seating.
We have assigned seating. What are you talking about?
I need to change the assigned seating.
Well, you're not our teacher.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Rogers, but I don't give a fuck.
I am not kidding. I am ratcheting up the difficulty.
Good.
And this gives you power.
I'm not kidding. I'll break into your house at night and fucking sat tap the shit out of you.
You don't even know where I live now. So anyway,
I can't follow it home.
you can't.
And where you work.
Your car won't run.
The car runs now.
For now.
Until next time it's your game. Then it'll be broke down.
Anybody tell me the names of the two new groups?
The owlbear people.
The Owlbear people. The Nightly Order of the Owlbears.
Yes.
That's close enough.
And then like the people with the noose.
Right? The Brotherhood of the Seven Noose. Reasons why you guys do and don't like each one? Anybody in particular?
Wasn't one of them like super religious?
Yeah, the owl people were extremely pompous with their.
They were very pro-Legion. They wanted the Legion were involved, and they were already
That's
were.
right.
And the Noose people wanted them gone entirely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the Noose people had their own problem. The Brotherhood of the Severed Noose also had pretty much. So two new factions, both of them suck. Vorg had a meeting with Schwatha and Alazio. He told the group that he did not trust Schwatha. He also said that both the Shankel Slaughters and the Skull Anvils were going to go to have a meeting with all the people, all of the participants in the gangs. And there were a couple moles that were spellcasters that destroyed a very large number of them. So it was a decimation. The gangs are definitely all now on even footing. Let's see. Marzio paid Sarah to dig up dirt on Schwatha, so all the hordes went and grabbed all the information they could on Schwatha.
Paid a lot of money.
Paid a lot of money in general last game. Alazio needed some campaign funding, the support of the Constables, Legion, and the Tiefling that was in charge of the fire department. You guys covered all those things. You guys also funded 300 gold a day for his campaign versus the 100 gold he would need to be in the campaign. And you guys found him bodyguards. The main bodyguards, there's 10 total. Out of those 10, 6 are pretty much no names. But there is Alex that you guys seem to like. There is Allure, which was a sniper. You guys grabbed Tor, which was one of the Skull Anvil lackeys, the kid with a lot of ambition, and made him into one of them.
The kid who broke his face.
Yeah.
And we're training him to be an Eldritch Knight.
And there's also a man that was inspired named Percy Fox. So all those guys had joined up to...
I thought Percy Fox was one of the Legion of the Owlbears. Or Order...
Was he? I thought he turned him from the Legion of the Owlbears. And
We talked to him, and we're kind of like, are you sure about all of this? And he was like, I need to go home and think about this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then you said that we were going to regret that decision at some point.
I always say shit like that. One of those people ends up being that you guys will see that he has come to think
Yeah, I was
about
going to
his
say,
life.
the only names I have written down are Tor, Lelore, and Alexander.
Yeah.
And those are 3 of the bodyguards.
Yeah. I thought
3
we
of
only
the 8,
hired
correct?
7.
We hired 8, one of them's an alternate.
Which is Tor,
There's
right?
7 regular ones and 1 alternate.
Okay.
Which is Tor because we're training him.
Yeah.
So, the debates were at the Mastiff Theater, which is on Horror Lane. Marzio and Alazio debated Frediger Tubtummy, Edmund of Dathersport, Malashira Griffido, and Marzio stole the show with a 32 on that check for his speech. After all that was said and done, the Godslayers stopped the poll pushing, essentially. There were people outside of the polls trying to tell people how to vote, doing some real shady shit. You guys had fanned out and took care of way more to get the victory condition. You guys stomped that whole situation. I was very proud. So, with all that said and done, there was absolutely no reason why Alazio should not win. So, Alazio and Marzio did win. Then at the very end, the Malashira had challenged Alazio to a duel. Marzio had acted as his second, but the weapon of choice was a Sphere of Annihilation. A little bit of sweat on Marzio's face, as it was not quite the weapon he was anticipating, and one of the great intelligence being your dump stack kids.
Actually, no, strength is Marzio's dump stat.
Oh. Well, still, it was tough. But Marzio, being a resourceful, pulled the bag of holding and threw it at the bag. And Malashira had fireballed it, thinking it would release it, and instead it released it into
a random
ether.
location.
Mm-hmm. So that's what ended the duel.
And now she's in trouble with the Legion. She owes the Legion a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, Legion's not very happy with her now.
Well, then she shouldn't have used a bullshit weapon.
Or, magic missile the thing.
So, with all that said and done, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, a couple days up to a week can pass. If there's any downtime activities that you guys have besides shopping, let me know now.
Deliria wants talking coins for all of the guards. I know we talked about that last game, but I can't remember if we finished
No,
details
you
and
guys
stuff.
never did it on stream, at least.
Right, you did mention it. It does take quite a bit to make a magic item like this.
Yeah.
As far as that's
I
concerned.
think we talked about getting magic items for Tame to break down,
Mhm.
and
That's the fastest way to get to it.
yeah, okay.
So if you guys give him the unused magic items, then instead of going and hunting down very specific things, this distilling process can take, like, your need to forge the flame tongue sword in a fire Mordor.
Right.
It makes it to where if you take 2 magic items and destroy it, it takes the place of the special ingredients or the special process. So yeah, that would be a great way to do it.
That's probably what Zeliria would be doing.
Okay, so Tame, of course, like as you're working with him on it, he's designing the process and everything. He just needs the magic items for the fuel.
Get your shit together.
Shut up! Leave me alone.
Any other downtime activities for anybody?
I'm just gonna be training with Tor.
Okay, keeping him up
Mm-hmm.
and trying to get him to.
And like
All together. Yeah, fucking back.
doing other chores around the house,
If I
like feeding the
need to take it
horses,
somewhere, I can take it somewhere.
making sure the
Train the frog human.
the frog hemoth is being taken care of, helping Mickey with that.
Yeah, Mickey, if you want to make me a handle animal check with advantage, because Tirthalamil's helping you.
Oh, yeah?
That'd be nice.
I imagine I don't get a say during this downtime because Marzio is off doing deputy governor induction stuff, and
Mhm.
Leon ain't even here yet.
18!
Politics.
An 18?
Yep.
That was, and you rolled with advantage, right?
What's that mean?
You roll twice.
And take the higher.
Fine. If you insist. Yeah, still 18.
Okay, 18.
Still 18.
Okay. And this time the frog hemoth is getting to where it's about human size now.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was about the size of a horse last time.
No, it was like this big last
Yeah,
It
time.
was
it
about
was
the size
anyway.
of a large dog.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
now it's the size of a human. Next time it will be the size of a horse.
Get your shit.
I could have sworn he said on stream that it was about the size of a horse, but what else?
He makes it up as he goes. He already said that. It's his world. He can do what he wants. Fuck us. There we go.
Even though he's about to say this is your guys' world, what are you doing?
This is purely for the entertainment of those watching the stream.
Let us see that
Just
title.
watch later how bad it gets. And no, it's because they mouthed off right now. Okay.
Also remember that Zach's full of shit.
You'll see.
So,
He's fucking wolfing.
You realize he
You said
has
he's
done
the size
this
of a
before.
dog.
Yeah,
Behemoth.
talk so much shit.
He's
and
about
now
to
about the
follow
size of a
through.
person.
Every
He's
time
actually
he lays
having
down
a lot
with
of
woman.
trouble where you guys can keep him pretty much chill, but feeding him has become pretty close to about 75 gold a day.
Okay.
So you guys can try to spread the food out if you want.
Yeah, but if we do that, then he's just gonna.
He might end up eating someone's pets.
Yeah. No, that's
Or one of the gnomes.
No.
Or just eating someone in general.
They've actually already started avoiding him entirely.
Good.
Because he's just too big. It's too scary for them. I mean, he's pretty well kept. You've done pretty good at it.
Which, by the way, Zaleria would teach the gnomes how to properly care for the garden on the roof.
I thought you were gonna keep them out of your stuff. They weren't allowed to touch your stuff.
The workshop. They're not allowed to
Okay.
clean it,
Gotcha.
but she is going to teach them how to take care of the garden upstairs.
You're going to try to get a regimented thing, essentially,
Yeah.
for them. For it. Okay.
And, she'll be like, oh, if it looks like this, it, needs more water or less water, or you might want to get some fertilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can set them up a regiment to make it kind of foolproof to where you don't have to rely on their rolls. Let's go ahead and get skills. Go ahead and make me a nature check. And with advantage, considering you have time to set the regiment up and write everything down.
Come on, dog.
Let's hope I was rolling like I did Tuesday. Right?
So, like I said, when it comes to the frog hemoth, you guys go find a way to pay for that 75 gold for that week that we're taking.
19 on the nature check.
Okay, so that's a no.
You guys won't be rolling like I did on Tuesday.
No shit.
I think the lowest I rolled was a 15.
Dang.
And that was on the die. Like, I was on fire.
And now that you say that, you're gonna get like.
I'm gonna just roll nat ones all game.
I mean, it all balances out eventually.
I know.
Okay, so basically, while you're gone, when you decide to go, then the gnomes will go ahead and roll their nature check with advantage
Cool.
in order to take care of it. So yeah, who's paying for the frog hemoth's food?
I was going to this week.
I thought that we were taking it out of the party fund, or is Mickey kicking in for it?
I mean, I was paying for it, and I'm assuming Turth is helping me now
Yeah.
as well because
Because it's getting
we're
big to where
co-parenting. We're
Because-
co-parenting here.
It's getting
the
too-
frog hemoth's only going to trust me and him.
Sweet, thank you.
But the thing is like it's getting too big for one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
It's cooler than a fucking dragon, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, did you see the mini I put in front of you for Duval?
Oh, I
is
took
that
it out of the.
is
I
that-
took the thing.
I wondered why that was there.
I mean, he's really big for a pseudo dragon, but
You have to be able to see him, okay?
So
They said I should take LSD to help my constipation. I thought it was bullshit until I seen a dragon and shit myself.
that's weird. Sorry. Okay. So, any other downtime that anybody's going to do?
Just training for really for me. I guess Turth is more like a if we're not going out to go do something, I do like kind of like a farmer. I do chores around the house still, like even with the gnomes being there, I'm still doing cleaning, whatever, taking care of the horses, all that, the frog email.
Keeping yourself humble, while
Yeah,
also
yeah.
working and
Yeah.
things like that. Okay.
Where the crop's gonna come in, Paul?
The gnomes really appreciate it, and they show you so by doing nice things for you, saving you extra for dessert and things like that. They seem to be pretty keen on you.
Zaleria
sort
would
of
find it really weird to have the gnomes try and cook for her and do stuff like that because she's never
Yeah.
had servants before.
It's weird,
Yeah.
but remember they're not. Oh, I guess they are servants, but it's like a wait staff on retainer. Is Haley doing anything in her office?
Haley's mostly just reading, studying,
Reading and studying.
pretty much.
Okay. You're gonna go ahead and Sheldon knocks on your door in particular. you have the outside access.
Uh-huh.
He's not knocking on the front door.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, her door goes into her office.
Haley,
Yes.
you're one of the newest members, aren't you?
I am.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I,
I'm Sherman,
I've seen you. Well, yeah.
and you remember that before he didn't call himself Sherman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was Herman, and then he was Sherman, and then now he's Sheldon.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm Sheldon. And he just sits there in that awkward, like, staring at you moment with a big creepy smile, like the.
Can I help you?
Oh, sorry. He pulls out a small bag and he hands it to you. And it chinks.
Nice. Is there like a letter that I should investigate?
There is a small tag and it just says for continued services rendered.
Thank you, Valerie.
And it's 100 gold pieces and an ear.
In an ear?
Yep.
What?
Can I do an investigation on whose ear this might belong to?
I'll give it to you for free, or I'll give you this for free, and then yes, you may. It is an elf ear,
Okay.
and then yes, you may go ahead and make me an investigation check.
First
Ooh,
check
did
of
she
the
kill
mouse.
Edmund? Oh wait, he wasn't an elf. Never mind.
Investigation is a 7. Yeah, 20, so 27.
It's pretty hard to peg ears. Strangely enough, ears are like fingerprints.
Yeah.
So you can actually, if you ever find the owner of the other ear, you probably can match them up if you wish to keep ear for fun.
Okay, but this person looks like they were probably still alive.
You can't tell by a severed ear, no matter what your intelligence or no
Well-
matter what your investigation roll is. But
Well, I guess a medicine check would be more.
you can tell the ear was cut off while the person was alive.
That's what I was
Yeah,
asking.
I'll give you
Yeah.
that for free.
Savage.
There's lots of like pulling away from it, but still cutting, not ripping. So there was ripping from the person pulling their head away, but it was still done with a very sharp style of dagger.
Okay.
So just that.
Weird.
All things make sense eventually.
Yeah.
Bonham, you doing anything in your downtime?
No.
Okay.
Not getting with Nick.
Nah.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
Friday.
I thought that was
I ain't got shit to do.
He's doing some of his religious stuff and smoking that dank holy kush.
Well, if you do want illicit drugs, you do have to tell me how you're going to obtain them. So
There's a reason I gave you a double bed, though.
I
Dude, the
am
power
also
of
going
God,
to write a
anything's
letter.
possible, so jot that down.
Job
Say it again.
improvise.
Jot that down.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
you guys notice that Turth has been walking around smoking and talking about how he has weed. He's, however, just shoving oregano in his pipe. He doesn't seem to know the
Why
difference.
Turth?
He said
Why would
Turth.
Turth be doing that?
Sorry.
I'm like, what did I do?
Well, it's
Some
because
fucking
you.
God, he
it's because
doesn't
you-
even know his children.
I got you.
So
Wrong character.
what contraband is in your world?
There's all kinds of the same drugs that exist in the regular world. The drugs like heroin that are made that weren't made back in the day. There are still equivalents, but they have a different origin altogether.
Mexican black tar.
Ooh, tell me all about the drug knowledge that Zach knows. How does heroin work?
You got that opium?
Oh yeah, opium's pretty common, and you can go to an opium den to achieve that just fine.
Dope.
Opium, however, does have a cost to it, so
Hey,
make
bro.
sure that you pay for it.
I have nature, like +5 in nature. I'll find you some shrooms and shit for free.
I mean, he ain't lying.
I'm like
That
a
is a
plus,
possibility.
I'm like a +5, bro. So we're chill on that.
Shit,
Like,
Celeria has some right on her fucking base.
How often do you want to hit the heroin?
I was gonna say.
Opium.
How often do you want to hit the opium?
Once a month to keep
Sure.
I happen to know
It'd
that my
be-
Froghemoth makes a powerful hallucination.
Five silver. We'll go ahead and
I was
give
gonna
you
say, if there's a
one
medicinal
shot
value
of
to
really
it,
good stuff.
Valeria's gonna be growing it.
You can go cheaper if you want.
So
No, I want that primo,
Celeria is a hippie.
like
lady.
primo religious
yeah,
ritual. type.
Sure. One thing that you'll notice
That
is the
top
hardest
of
part
the
is
screen
when
going
you're
into
on it.
The desert.
You seem to your vision, being able to go, I know this is going to be there, so I trust it and I have faith that this will be there, and you reach for it and you grab something, is way off when you're on it. It's almost like
you're actually blind.
yeah, it's your faith is into it, but you're also being too creative. So you're like, oh, that's going to be there because that's going to be there. it alters your sight. In other words, not necessarily for the best, but it's still a good time.
It's a drug. It's like if you smoke weed, you're just gonna be all a little loopy, but you're having a good time.
Go
Your
ahead
reaction
and
time's
make
fine.
me a Constitution save, please.
Which Zaleria would definitely be growing weed upstairs.
Or would she?
And is just turned into
I
a
bet
Breaking
it's-
Bad game.
I bet it's fucking ditch weed.
That's what she gives Mickey.
That's what she gives away. Mickey don't smoke weed.
If you
sucks
really
for him.
want to pursue this,
It's a
make me a
19.
survival check and see however high you get is how good the weed
Like
is.
what?
A 19?
Smoke what?
Okay. So,
Whoa, boy.
Smoke weed. Good.
It's at least a modifier.
and also real quick, but I can't be a
It's
miss.
exactly a modified 20.
I hope so.
She has like the
I
most
rolled a
basic-
17 and my survival is a +3.
She got that Pineapple Express.
I just
see the thoughts the exact size right now, like you.
If you wish to sell it, you can gain a gold piece.
Oh, okay.
If you want to, you can get 7 silver pieces if you want to keep enough.
Are you a drug
No, a
dealer
gold
or
piece
not?
is a lot of money.
Remember, some people only make 2 gold a year.
Some people
So if you want to keep it for the group, I wish you would. But if you keep it for the group, 7 silver pieces, and you guys have a good enough supply to where you guys can Lord of the Rings the shit up all you want.
Actually, that's
Anywho.
probably what she would do.
When you
Keeps
said
it
you're
for the
studying and you're checking into books and case files, are you studying into any wizarding specifically?
Yes.
Okay. So the only hard part about that is you can study what you already own.
Mhm.
If you're trying to gain new spells or anything, that
Well,
does
you
require
said
more.
you said excluding any kind of shopping excursion.
Right.
Excursion.
Right, but you're
Excursions,
not
yeah.
saying that you have to buy a spell book to do it. That's certainly a way to do it.
Yeah.
But if you can find or identify or discuss things with other wizards, they can lend you books to copy
I
down
would
spells.
imagine that would be more of a shopping excursion.
Cool. No, legit.
So
I just want to
was-
make sure.
I was keeping that for a shopping excursion, but yes,
No,
she
done.
would definitely be trying to learn more spells.
Okay. Try to think about places that you'd go to kind of seek those kind of things out. Then we get to the shopping portion. If we have the
Okay.
shopping portion, it'll be that.
Well, guarantees would be where I would immediately go to, but now I don't really know where any of the magical shops are.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like looking for libraries or esteemed people that would own these things would be a better way. Like books that are for sale, yeah, they have those, and Tame will actually. But I'm saying you don't necessarily have to buy
I know.
books. Okay. So with all that said and done,
I did want to
in
write
the
a letter.
meantime, Leon gets castrated. What?
Wow.
I did want to write a
I'm
letter.
not even fucking here. What
Okay.
the Shit.
To who?
Pierre.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just to send it out because I know it's going to take days to get out where it's at.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
The fuck?
If you'll go ahead and write me that letter when you get the chance, unless we get to it.
You insisted.
I guess. Shit.
Okay. You guys would another thing then downtime. You guys would get a knock at the door.
I'm sure
The front
that
door?
Sal would be answering
This one's the
that.
front door. Yep.
I'll go down and answer it.
He says,
Turret's running. I got it.
I need something to do!
"This is your lucky day, ladies
See
and
me
gentlemen."
Jump down.
Like literally.
He doesn't run down the stairs. He jumps down the stairs.
Another one of these guys.
This is your lucky day. I know that your patron Marzio had come very close to beating me in that debate, but he managed to steal that election.
No.
But I decided I would come here and
Is that-
offer my services
Is that,
for
is
a
that
lot.
the tomato guy?
Yeah.
The one he ate or the one I
Yeah.
threw
The
at?
one that ate
It's
it,
the same
absolutely.
person, but yes.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So he says, "Who's in charge of the God Slayers right now?"
I shut the door.
What?
I
What?
just shut the door and walk away.
But I'm here for an interview.
Zaliria's gonna open a window. She's gonna pick Dular up, and she's gonna go pee on his shoes. Or no, go pee on him.
That's hot.
You get like the thought in your head, like for real.
Yes.
All right. Ow! What is this? Dilar will fly back. Be very happy.
She'll give him good scritches and everything. He's a good boy.
You encourage this behavior. No, I'm here for an interview. I'm supposed to be one of Alazio's guards if I could pass.
All the spots are filled.
Okay.
I open the door and I talk to him and be like, all the spots are filled.
But I want to fight hard for you. You really want me on your team. I am a dashing warrior after all. He pulls his short sword. Holds it to the air.
Not as dashing as Marzio.
Oh!
No, piss off, Mike.
Zing! I was gonna say it, I wanted to say it, but I'm not even here, so I refrained.
So,
It's okay, it's still got
It got said, that's what matters. Thank you, man.
he is gonna be mad
Thank
at me
you,
for
and good night, Dad.
this. So, no.
Stay classy.
I'm gonna stick you through a test. Right here, right now.
All right, I can pass any test.
I punch him straight in the face as hard as I can.
How much damage do you do again?
I do 9 damage.
Okay, 9 damage. Okay, he's on the ground. Do you wish to... When you guys do damage, when you deliver a killing blow, you can elect to not murder.
I'm not murdering him.
Okay, good. Okay, go ahead and roll me an attack roll to make sure you don't get a net 1. He's not anticipating it.
19.
Okay, so you hit him very square in the face. You hear some crunching. He has bloody nose and he's knocked out.
So I pick him up. I take him to like the edge of the property.
You should write a note that says you didn't catch.
Well, I was gonna leave that to Zaleria because this is the only person I actually got to punch in the face for the trials. So, and he's gonna have a note pinned to him when he wakes up.
Yeah.
At the edge of the property, you did not pass, and I'm just gonna leave him there. I'm
Going
gonna make sure he doesn't die, but he
is
is not in.
You knock him clean. You knocked him clean out. Like his eye rolled in the back of his head, and he.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo.
So yeah, that was it. That's that.
Yeah, that's
I'm
that.
sure a man-child with anger issues.
Yes.
Okay, so now that we have all that said and done, Alazio's guards will thank you for your training, but they now have to move off property. They have a building pretty much bare bones constructed for the governor's mansion at this point.
And I shake everybody's hand as they leave and tell them if they ever need to train, they're more than welcome to come back here.
And so literally we'll just tell them if they ever need anything, just come here.
All of them will thank you very much, and Alex will be the one probably the most enthusiastic about it. Oui, monsieur. He bows. He points the sword up to you.
Alex, that fucking Leon wannabe.
What is it, Spawn?
So, and I pull Tor aside because I'm assuming he's going with them.
Yeah.
And I want to tell him is like,
it's more like
I'm going to send out because I think you'll be good.
No, this ain't.
I'm going to send a letter out to someone I know that can
like
train you
Blade.
better than I can.
All right, governor.
So,
Wrong accent.
No, he's always had the
Has
British.
he?
He's
No,
always had a
Blade.
Cockney.
yeah. And I tell him it's like
I don't
because
know.
I see
Poor
Maybe it's just from
humans
Matrix.
typically have Cockney.
For Alex.
You're right
He's
with
talking
that.
to
Blade.
Tor now.
Yeah,
I just got
Alex is a
confused.
Frenchman.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
and I tell him
Thank
it's
you.
like we'll be able to train you better than I can because I see
What?
you not having the same fighting styles as I
He
do.
hates white people.
He reaches into his bag and he pulls out one of those dime novels of the Godslayers, and he's like, "All right, don't think he has one of these." And then he hands you a quill, pulls out an ink thing.
I sign it. I sign it for him and give it back to him and be like, "You take care."
Cheers.
Exactly.
He's gotten a little older, a little wiser, it seems, amongst the rest.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather live in uncomfortable.
One of the
than a
only last things
comfortable
I'll say is that the most uncomfortable thing that has been going on in your home has been how occasionally people will find parts of, like, for example, Alex likes to smoke out of a pipe, and occasionally there is a very loud bang followed by his pipe blowing up in his hand, and he would get angry and try to go find Liline. And then,
Quit smoking seeds.
Sorry.
Lulene,
And then you'd
or you
see-
mean Lulor?
Sorry, Lure. Lure would also do things like, Tor's walking around, he's got his nice British bowler hat on, and then all of a sudden you'll hear crack! whack, and then the hat, like his hat would fall off. It seems to be a fun game they play, and so far, Lalore is the only one who likes the game. But they do play it quite a bit.
That's great. I love it.
God damn it.
It was a foo cougar.
Because I'm a
Did you
Egyptian.
put the oh my god.
The Great Stone Dragon.
The Great Stone Dragon.
Okay.
Stone cougar.
It's also the boring ass downtime.
Yeah, that's all I was doing.
Okay.
Chores, training, punching someone in the face.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Sounds like a good week.
Sounds like a good week for Turk.
Okay.
Everything is the Great Stone Dragon.
So yeah, Alazio's people leave.
You're the Great Stone Dragon. You're the Great Stone Dragon.
You are
Everybody's the Great
expanding
Stone
your
Dragon.
mind. It's opium is one hell of a drug too.
Let me see.
But you're not chasing the dragon.
I lost it.
He lost it.
You lost it?
I lost it.
You lost it?
Let me see.
That's a shame.
No, wait.
Hey, that's not nice.
Not your
It's a
stuff.
distraction.
Not your stuff.
Not your stuff.
I don't throw your shit.
Yes, you do. You specifically throw. Well, no, you throw shit at me. Never mind. That's a different
There
story.
is a huge difference between that.
There it is. There it is.
That's just weird.
The dragon stone. Mine was funny.
I mean, Mushu is also technically a dragon.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he doesn't do the whole tongue thing.
That's what she said.
It's a direct quote from the movie.
Still.
I don't think Zach's actually seen the movie.
Probably not.
When you think about it, Mushu is a pseudo dragon.
100%.
So, should the Kinder Mushu
So-
represent Duar?
Week's over? Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I
It
believe
should.
so.
It's been a good week.
I'm okay with that.
Just covering downtime, especially because people, tend to make complaints that there isn't downtime, so I have to make sure it's there. So there, I gave it to you.
Basically, we settled into our new mansion, and it's great.
People
That's-
moved off site, things have been taken care of, animals have been paid for. I think we're pretty good. So, what you asshat's doing?
I want to find some spells and shit. I want to learn some stuff.
Okay.
I need to go talk to the fire department.
Why?
It was for the election.
Yeah, it was supposed to be before the election.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to meet with the fire department.
Mm.
Because Alazio was worried about the fire department
It was, in fact.
turning everybody.
We still never also set the parameters for Big Sal and Big Sally's date.
Yep. So Marcio's not exactly gone yet.
No,
Yeah.
he's got to be gone.
Mickey keeps hearing voices in his head, so he's really trying to figure out where that's coming from. It's just kind of like a cry for help almost, but not really. He just wants to figure out where that's coming from.
That's your
So
conscience, man.
Nah.
I get
Gypsies
everybody
don't
together
have
in the great
consciences.
hall, and I'm like, "Hey guys, we
No, it's
need
the Hall of Justice.
Hall of Justice."
Make me an intelligence check.
And I'm going to let everybody know, like, we forgot to do
Wait, did we
something
long rest
before
or
the
not?
election.
Oh yeah, we've
And
definitely.
Valeria has no idea what you're
Fucking
talking
ain't
about.
right, we did.
Alazio
So you need to roll your dice.
wanted
too.
us to go get.
I actually thought
Fire.
Alazio was going to take care of the fire department while Marzio took care of the constables.
Yeah, I thought that's how that went down.
I just asked what you guys are doing. You can certainly go revisit him if you want. But yeah, Alazio took care of that.
15.
You got a 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Guess we do this one.
Okay, well, let's go look for your spells then.
So I want to go downstairs and talk to Big Sal and be like, or Big Sally and be like, So I'm looking for like a library or something that I can learn some new abilities. Do you happen to know where I might be able to find such? I know that this asshat over here decided to fuck up the library at the.
How could you possibly know that?
I was there.
Everyone was there. Oh no, Haley wasn't there. That's what
Haley
he said.
wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure, like, you could see that light from 20 blocks away.
It was kind of legend.
I was gonna say, and that rumor would have gone like wildfire.
You have no proof it was me.
Well, something happened at the
Embassy.
the embassy that messed up the library there. Would you happen to know where I might be able to find something?
Well, she stops and she thinks about it for a second. She puts the towel down and, kind of wipes her hand with the towel and then puts the towel accidentally on one of the gnomes walking by, who just keeps walking by with it on. The other girl's like director, and she goes, "Well, I wasn't really gifted with a great education.
And maybe you should go to the library.
Only thing I can think of is a lot of rich people seem to have a lot of books. There's no Dathersport library, though."
Okay. I'll do a little bit more looking around. Thank you.
She says there was one before the dwarves attacked, but it's in the red zone.
I wonder if they might have something that's salvageable still.
That's the best I can do.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your help.
Then the gnome will walk back by with the thing and she'll pick up the...
I'll also ask her if she's heard anything around town about somebody possibly missing an ear.
Ooh, that's actually a good question if she would be privy to the knowledge. She stops and she thinks about it for a second and she says,
He's small. Explain your smallness.
Explain your smallness.
smallness.
Nugget.
I heard something about Alexios he's been missing an ear lately. Alexios.
He was, hold on, I just looked at it. He was in charge with Landless. And then in quotation marks I have dead. I think we ran into this problem last time.
We did. He wasn't dead. You got him confused with what's his name? Second in command. I can't think of his name.
The old governor.
Yes.
There we
Clemens.
go.
Thank you. Gain inspiration for knowing it when I didn't remember it.
Turn your lamp on. Alright. We're all caught up here.
Right.
Okay, but Alexios is like Landless's second?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, she said something about there being something had happened with that.
Have you heard of how he might have lost his ear?
She says, well, there's lots of rumors that they range from Landless himself being some kind of were creature and biting it off to
What?
him cutting it off to give to his lover. You can't really, when it comes to rumor, right?
Yeah. Have you seen him lately?
Not necessarily. I've been
Has he left
mostly
with
here.
Landless yet? Did he leave with Landless? Or has Landless
I
left?
don't. Is Landless supposed to leave?
You said that he was supposed to be shipping out like 2 days.
Yeah,
from...
he's supposed to be going to
Doesn't
that.
mean Big Sally knows a single thing about any of this information.
Well, I said if she'd heard if he. Had
Yeah, no,
left yet.
that's why she's having this reaction. What? Huh?
Yeah, because he was.
Well, let's go visit Landless.
Yeah, let's see if he's left yet. If not, we're gonna go visit Marzio at the very least.
Let's bitch on moment and let's go.
Okay. When you guys go to meet Landless, he is getting prepared for a trip.
He's going to where he was spotted on a different continent.
Mm-hmm.
And Brunecraft.
You see, he's wearing a lighter set of armor than he's
I
used to
know.
wearing, and he's training up some of the men and things like that. And he's like, but as far as like, while I'm gone, I want you guys to keep yourselves protected. At all times, you never know when an ambush could come out. And he stops. Godslayers!
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
I see that you've finally gotten some rest. Are you feeling better?
Much better.
I'm glad I can help with that.
I'm glad you all could help, as you always do. Davenport owes you a great deed of thanks.
Yeah, not everybody sees us that way, but we'll see. We'll get there.
I beg to differ, and he'll point with his wooden sword. He has it's a wooden gladius, and he'll point with his wooden gladius. And you look over and you see there's this little cart, and it says in the top of it, it's like it says Godslayer's merch here, and they have clothing that they like. Marzio hats is a very popular one. Zolaria face masks.
I think we need to get ourselves trademarked.
I want to tell him that
So we
I like
can
his
wear
sword.
it
Is that
on the
mahogany?
He looks at it and he's like, it's actually blackwood.
Is that mahogany? That's actually a really nice stain. I like it.
He says it's not a stain, it actually is black.
That's why it's called Blackwood.
It's twice as strong as any wood you'll ever find.
Is that a fact?
I'm pretty sure you're very astute at finding very hard wood.
Only your mom's. Only your mom's.
He goes to say arrest this man, and you just
I'll
see
show you hardwood.
Anyway, so yeah,
Mine was the elf, your mom, your dad.
Bartholomew gloves, like they have their basically very big
Like
padded
the Hulk gloves they have?
Yeah, those are pretty popular.
Hulk is not a thing.
Who's that's for me?
It's not a thing in
They're
this world,
turf
but they have
Quick
very
Read is.
they have very big padded gloves.
Turf
which are
hands.
called- Yeah, turf.
The turf.
They're referred to as turf mitts.
Whatever.
Mitts.
Oh my god.
Kind of like boxing gloves.
What else do they have?
Well, they have a Valerie sneaking kit. It's kind of like one of those, when you're a kid and you buy like the spy gear stuff.
Yeah.
Like they have a whole bunch of that. Like, basically, for lack of a better term, moccasins to keep you from making noise when you're sneaking around. A black cloak. Oh, I mean, they don't know your gear list. But, a big black dagger that looks pretty authentic, which is eerie considering. There is stuffed kusifs, as well as stuffed doulars. Those are pretty popular as well.
Valeria is gonna buy one of each.
Kusif is the big stuffed animal seller, though. Like, and these are all made by hand.
Yeah, of course.
They're not mass produced, but like you look at the line of kusifs, and just to see like the little actual black button eyes, it's just adorable.
What else do they have?
Well, they don't have anything on Mickey in particular.
I didn't ask about Mickey. I just said what else do they have. I'm excited about the store that we're in. You give a fuck about Mickey. What?
They also don't have anything on Haley, and they do have a couple different symbols. Like you see some kids are like, "Mommy, what's this?" And they're like, "It's just something that Bonham wears."
Oh.
And you look at it, and even at this distance, it's really close to looking like a longsword covered with roses. I don't know what it means, son, but it's something Bonham wears.
It's a bottom action figure.
Oh, there's all kinds of they carved them out of wood back in the day.
So since it's my
And they're
Very
all
hard
can I see
blackwood.
it?
Huh?
Since it's my holy symbol, can I see it?
Yeah.
I just get a big smile.
I would imagine the bottom action figures would be like the one in Hercules, where like when he squeezes, it like flexes.
They do have a select group of special toys that have actually had like a toy maker work on, but they're one of a kind pieces. One of those would be a good example of that.
Special toys.
This isn't Cirillas.
Special toys. It better be
That's
like a
right.
smooth rock and not wood.
All right. I'm only stealing one of those now. I'm gonna need caffeine to deal with you assholes.
So,
Crack a
talking
cold
to
one with the
Landless,
boys.
I'm going to be like,
Damn, man, that's
I have a couple
crazy.
of questions for you.
It's cold.
Yes?
Have you seen
Nice.
Lexios lately? I heard a rumor that he's like missing an ear.
And you see Alexios is training a couple other troops. and like he's fighting 3 at the same time, teaching them tactics like that. And he knocks a couple of them on the ground and walks on over. He's got darker skin than most elves do, more tan, more like a wood elf. So yeah, he walks on over. By all means, ask the man yourself. And
I heard a rumor that you're like missing an ear.
he'll remove his helmet and turn his head, and it's a pretty clean cut.
This is
You
like,
can't
it
be a
would the ear
Mandalorian
that
no
I'm
more.
in possession of.
Looks pretty similar.
It
It's
looks
that
pretty similar.
the
He's
darker
an
gun.
elf.
Hold up his
Mhm.
ear.
Huh?
You know,
Yeah,
maybe.
So how did this happen?
He looks over at
You
Landless.
guys don't even know I have
Landless
it.
will nod, and he says, "Apparently, somebody wanted to let the Legion know that we are not in true control of Dathersport. It's a warning. Something came through. It was this black flash. Couldn't see it. Came right in the middle of mess hall. Started to dart all over the place. Went straight for Landless, and then just before we thought Landless was going to be hit, was this puff of smoke, and then all of a sudden I feel pain. I jerked away, and my ear's missing.
How long have you ever this happened?
About 3 days ago.
About 3 days ago? Okay.
That's about when you received the package, so
Okay.
that
So it
lines
was
up.
like fresh and separate then.
Mhm.
Okay, well, would you like me to look into this for you, or I just heard a rumor, so I wanted to come and find out for myself.
He's like,
Oh, by the way, here's your root, man.
I'm eventually going to be able to get the Legion to. We're putting it in a requisition for me to get greater restoration. Since it's cosmetic, it's on the bottom of the list.
So what would happen if you were to get the ear back?
It would be as simple as a surgeon recutting open the wound and a healing spell. One.
Just seeing if maybe I could help you out in any kind of way.
It's a little
little
deceptive since you actually are holding onto his ear.
Well, I don't want him to be like, how did you get my ear?
I know, but there's rolls involved, so you're trying to hide shit.
So while this is happening, Zaleria went and bought 2 Kusiths and 1 Dularge. She gives you one of the Kusiths.
Mhm.
Deception.
She also gets one of the holy symbols, and she'll put it at her altar when she gets home.
A 19.
A 19?
I give it.
Yeah,
to
no, he
as a
just-
cheap, like,
Oh my god!
He just
I'm
looks
just
at
trying
you.
to see if I can help you out in any
Yeah,
way.
he's like, yeah, if you keep an eye out for an ear,
If I happen to find out what happened, then maybe I can find it for you.
I would appreciate it. It would be better in the Legion. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd appreciate
See what I
that.
can do. I do have another question. I'm looking to learn some new abilities. Do you guys happen to know of any kind of like libraries or any books that I could be able to, study up on? I know that the library here was damaged not too long ago, and
Landless immediately looks over at Bonham.
I turn my head and cough and walk away.
Of
Do you
course.
see him looking at you?
He can
No, but
feel it.
yeah, I feel the glare that Landless is giving me.
He says, of course. Hold on one second. He goes over and looks at a couple scrolls. He's like, hello, Alexios, I'm going to need your help. The name of these men right here. And he's like, yes, sir. Yada, yada, yada. As I go to a thing. See the thing where people put googly eyes in the holder on the monster manual?
Okay, totally off topic. Jules got these little fabric weights. They kind of look like they're kind of like made like how hacky sacks are, but they're super stuffed. So they're about this big. They're just little purple blobs, and I was like, I have to put googly eyes on them. Except I didn't have any googly eyes in the basement, and then I forgot to grab some from upstairs, so I missed my chance. But I'll do it eventually.
Okay. Amanda,
You've probably seen that.
there would be a spell book with these spells available in it after you look through it. One of the spellcasters in the ranks, he says, lend to this woman your spell book. And he looks like no. Like it's an immediate like no. Like kind of look. Followed by a sigh, and then he will pull out his set of scrolls.
His good old PSB.
I have a question. How big are the Kusis
Sorry,
ones? Are
it's
they
a
like
cat.
this big?
They have them in a variety, but the majority of them are this big.
So I could ideally write down all of these spells.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do we consider?
Yeah, in fact, I'll screenshot it for you and send it to you.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Super
So
helpful.
you can learn them when you're available level.
Yeah.
And obviously, like the True Resurrection, for example, that's no good for you.
Yeah.
But it's what he has. Anyway, so yeah, he basically commissions this guy to do it. Please do be careful with that, ma'am. If you would do me the greatest of favors, and not lose it and return it
I would never.
to me.
I would never like want to do that. I'm a wizard as well. I know exactly how it is.
He nods. I understand that it'll take you a while to record that down, so you can have it until you have those spells done. He looks at the man and he grasps him on one shoulder and says, "You've done us quite a bit of good recently. I think you should take a couple of weeks leave until you get your spellbook back." And he goes, Really, sir? Absolutely, you've earned it. And he says, "It will be paid, of course."
I don't need to return it now.
Don't lie.
So he says, "When you return that, this man's vacation will be over, but please."
I will be sure to take good care of it.
All right.
Just don't lose it in the mess that is my office. No.
Well, God Slayers, I have a trip to attend. I will be leaving very, very shortly.
May I ask where you go?
He says, "Yes, I am going to Bromcraft."
The bathroom.
Potty? Can I come potty?
God damn, don't. Just don't, please.
Shut up, Mandy. You don't even
I'm
remember
not trying to be
Tommy.
super nosy, but I'm just curious on why you're
I
going
wasn't
there
there
and
for
everything.
Tommy.
No, exactly.
I'm leaving on the month of Ram on the 16th.
Okay. Just curious what they have you doing over there.
He says, "This is a
You got
man.
realign another town?
Somebody has. No, the things over there are very difficult. The Legion can't hold a foothold on either one of the major holding cities. It's a landscape issue." But he says, either way, somebody's over there and sullying my good name in some way, shape, or form, so I'm going to go and crucify that man.
Okay.
Good luck to you. Be safe.
Oh, I will.
Are you
Best
gonna be back
wishes.
anytime soon?
He says it depends on how elusive this snake is. But I will be back on that moment, unless duty calls me back away.
Okay. Be safe.
Godspeed.
Have fun.
Which one? Silva or Lucentarius?
Yes.
He smiles. You can't tell because you looking at him is just a big ball of aura. But everyone else sees he smiles at Tirth. Or,
At Bonham.
God damn it, he smiles at Bonham and he gives him a wink. And you guys all catch him doing that and he looks and he's like, "I know he's blind." And he goes off. So, before I go take my smoke break, where you guys...
I need to know how much it was for 2 Kusis, Idlar, and then one of the holy symbols.
I feel like since we're Godslayers, they would just give it to us.
Yeah, they would.
Actually,
wouldn't do
that can
that.
be an interaction because that has an effect. So, hold that thought right there.
Cool! We'll be right back, guys. Okay.
Alright. Welcome back from a very short break.
Da-da-da-da.
Alright, guys, that was all the house cleaning. What else you gonna do?
I'm buying plushies!
That's correct. So you guys want to wander on over there. You wander on over there.
What, these costumes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Small one will fit you.
You'd know. It's in your mouth often enough.
Mouth. Yeah, this one's yours.
Was that your Nuva ring?
Yeah.
So you guys walk on over there.
Took you a second,
listening.
goddamn.
Because like usually on fuck pages, they
Oi! Oi! The guy looks over. Ladies and gents, look, it's the Godslayers themselves come to see their officially sanctioned products. And you see, like, immediately he gets a little beads of sweat.
And Deliria's gonna go over and she's gonna pick up one of the doulars and be like, it's so
Its
cute.
tongue sticking out.
And she's just like, and she'll set it down and she'll pick up a Kusin and be like, it looks just like him. And she shoves one in Bottom's hands. And then she picks one up for herself and she grabs a doular and she grabs a holy symbol and she goes, how much?
He goes,
yeah, that's mine. He's mine. He's
well,
motherfucker.
you see, is in
Just going at it like
it would really help if maybe you signed this document about
He's mine.
maybe this being official merchandise, and no one else could make it. I could file a form then, and then me and my wife could only make these, and we'd be the only ones in all of Datasport that could. I already know that you guys are in with I have to talk over you guys.
This is my buddy. I don't ever get to see him.
Then hang out with him else times too.
I'm always working.
we're all always working.
So, no shit. So he says, I already know that you got something going on with Gayer and Thames. I'll make sure to work with them and sell the products in that store too. There's lots of guys doing the same thing, but you really would help me and my wife out. And then you hear, Samson! Oh, God. And this woman comes out. I mean, if you were to take a person and physically hit them with an ugly stick, it is this woman. She's missing an eye, and most of her face is caved in. It's not the scars. People suffer injuries. That's not what makes her ugly. It's the fact the other one immediately exudes nothing but hate and judgment and is bulging out. She's missing her 2 front teeth and like a couple of these on the side here, and she's haggard and at least 20 years his senior.
I lean into Zalir. I didn't punch her.
Dear, look, the Godslayers, and she looks over at you guys.
Deliria's like, no, I've seen you punch all of the people you've ever punched.
And then walks off. So, yeah, isn't she just a beauty?
She's very lovely.
Such a peach. Make me a deception check.
I nudge him, and I.
I was like, where are my dice? They're in a nice tower.
Well, all you saw was an aura. But you saw this black swirl through the aura of anger. He's like,
Oh God.
I kind of got her pregnant once. Of course, that was a miscarriage.
Oh.
15.
And then he looks and he's like, why am I with her? Huh? 15?
15?
Well, thank you. You're awfully sweet to say so.
Oh, damn.
Them's good eats.
I slipped him 300 gold.
You what?
I
Amazing.
slipped him 300 gold. Tell him to get out of here.
What?
It's like,
Yeah,
he takes the 300 gold. He looks back at her and she says, Samson! Someone needs to rub my feet! Good day, sir. And he bolts. Takes off running. All the stuff now in the stall is just sitting there.
Deliria's like,
What you want?
Does he have a foot fetish?
Oh, he leaves. He is bound for a new town. 300 gold pieces, he's rich.
he's like, Babbage!
He's leaving her.
And she's like, oh. And she'll just put 2 silver pieces on the counter. And then she'll be like, we should probably go home.
So yeah, you guys
we
take...
should take those.
You should change that
papers
man's
he asked
life.
us to sign.
Okay.
I'm not going to sign them. I'm going to take them, so no
Right.
one else can.
It's a
Well,
good
us
form.
not signing these papers means that other people can make and distribute items based off of
But the guy
us.
that was making them
But we're also
just bolted
not
down.
getting any kind of a cut.
Yeah, you guys go and you see there's lots of different shops, different qualities of toys and stuffed animals.
So maybe we should find the best and sign off with them? Or...
Someone that's willing to work with, with Guaranteement as well.
Yeah.
Gain inspiration. You truly made a difference in someone's life today. All right. So now that toy shopping is done, you can mark those. You get all those toys.
She's just gonna go and put them in her room and all over the house.
Because of shaking his.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what she's doing. Is she'll take them home and she'll put them on her dresser when she'll put the little symbol with the little statue that she has in her altar.
Yeah, they're that amazing.
Toads amazeballs.
Those are amazing.
Anything else you guys got going on? I'll take one.
2 in the bush.
All these. Of course.
All right.
Another reason we need to start going to all these.
That was weird. A weird handoff.
What?
And you're like,
Honestly,
Well, I almost just ate it out of his hand,
like
so.
jalapeno and Cheetos better.
Shoulda.
Oh yeah.
so. If you guys ain't got nothing else to do, eventually Gary will run up and do his usual bark.
Gary! And she'll go and rub his face.
He
As
shakes
you
it.
get covered in slobber.
Yeah. Did you guys take the note? Him and Kusuf are fighting over the Kusuf toy. Playing tug of war and enjoying themselves very much.
We're back at the compound, right?
We went
What if
home.
you want?
Okay.
The compound manor.
That's at least there's Illyria when she went
Yeah.
home.
It's a message from Boric, and it says, "See me at your earliest convenience."
In between times, I'm gonna be like, so I kind of got this in a runner a couple days ago, and throw the ear on the table.
You didn't give it back to Lexios?
Well, I didn't
Wrong
want him
with
to.
you?
I didn't
You're
want him
telling
to
us
ask
now?
me how he
Yes.
got it, or ask me how I got it. And I'd imagine that it came from your guys' friend, and I didn't think that you guys would like me to out your guys.
Illyria's
friend.
gonna like look at it and just be like,
But I don't know why she would be giving me.
Make me a perception check.
Well, this does seem like
It's very in character.
that.
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, it's very Valerie-esque.
you said perception?
Please.
I think it's a 20?
You notice when you look
yeah,
back
it's a 20.
when you look back at the ear, Jular is biting it and dragging it off.
What? No, don't do that. She'll like smack his nose and take the ear away from him.
It has 2 marks on it.
Sorry, the dragon tried to pierce your ear.
Well, with the healing potion, I'm sure that would be taken care of.
Pet under control.
Even just
So-
restoration.
Well, outside, someone lost a dog to your pet.
He's under control. Pets eat. Animals eat, guys.
You gotta get like a troll arm or something.
We do though.
So she's just gonna look at it and she's gonna be like,
Yeah.
why was it given?
Dozer never has to be fed ever again because he has a troll arm and it regenerates the same.
He
Why
has
was
a
it given
sword.
to you?
Not just an arm, it's a troll.
Why was it given to
The
you?
whole thing.
Yeah, it regenerates as it's being
I'd imagine
digested,
since I'm
so
continuing
Dozer never
to
needs
help
eat
you
ever
guys.
again.
I told you
I
guys
know.
that she
My
kind of
God,
threatened
I'm
me
so
to
happy.
take care of you.
Alright, that's what I'm doing.
Man, how's
That's
she
what
doing
I'm
these days? I'm
doing.
sorry.
That's what I'm doing, man.
So you guys got a letter
Fed
from
for
her a
life.
couple weeks ago.
She says she's fine, but I don't really believe it.
Oh,
I don't know why she would be sending me an ear.
I just wish.
Do we have a way to get in contact with Malik?
Fuck.
Too bad you look Jin.
I mean, I'm sure
he's
that
not
we
that I
could
know.
just write him a letter.
Yeah,
instead
he
of a
is.
letter.
No, he's not. James don't die, dude.
Yeah, fucking do mom.
He's a
Oh,
constable.
Well,
Malik
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
dog.
Okay.
Gods can fucking die.
He's actually Big Sal's right hand man.
Totally back up.
Huh.
Cannon, brother. Don't die.
Do you know who the ear
What the
belongs
fuck
to?
happened to Jafar?
Well, I'm assuming it's Lexios'
And you didn't share that when we were there?
Don't
She's
make
gonna
me
give
do
you
that.
the ear back.
I didn't
Actually, no, she's
want
gonna
to
keep
throw,
it.
I didn't want to throw your friend under the bus.
Yeah, he fucking is.
No.
He's Jordan
Yeah.
Lamb.
Okay.
Jafar's
I
dead
appreciate that
dreams,
one.
dog.
But we did get a note
Just find
from
new vessels.
Loring
Jafar
saying we need to go see him.
became a genius.
So-
I just
Then
thought
he
that I'd let you
fucking
guys know about the ear.
Yeah, no.
No, we
Yes.
do
Well,
need
look
to
at
return the ear.
Yeah, he fucking is. Just
Let's
like
go see
you.
Vorig.
Yeah.
Let's find Malik
Fucking dead, dog.
and see if
They
we can't figure
fucking
out what's going on with
die.
Valerie.
James don't die. James don't die.
Dude, if
Do
you
we
can
need to
kill a
like
god, you can
preserve
kill a
the ear so that so
That would be best.
Zaleria is gonna take it to her workshop,
Exactly.
preserve it and everything, and keep it, in a cool, dark place.
Okay.
Or however you're supposed to preserve body
It's a
parts.
shame you guys don't have a bag of holding.
Yeah, I know. It got destroyed again.
Again.
We should really pick up another one of those.
Probably.
Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
20. I think it's like a 27 though. Hold on.
And she clones them.
Yeah,
She clones the ear.
it's a 27.
You stop by a butcher's, you purchase some ice. They have the big blocks of ice, and
Yeah.
they'll chisel you off some for a fee. You can collect it.
So you can't just
It's
break
only going to
past
be good for like a few days before it really putrefies. So
How much was the ice for?
3 copper.
Okay.
So we go to Vorig. And we just, hey, we got your letter.
He's shirtless and banging away on an anvil. He stops and he turns. Bartholomew,
Yes, sir.
he says, good to see that you came as soon as you could. It's
Yeah.
greatly appreciated. And he pulls away from the anvil, and you see that there is a man in a red cloak with a black inseam to it. And he is currently bent over the anvil, tied hands to ankles. And he's like screaming, and most of his guts are now like being smashed, but he's still conscious.
Are
Shit,
we,
now it's
are,
my
are
time.
we are we hunting Breaker Witch Coven?
Matter of fact, I am. After everything that they did to my boys, the minute that
Kudos
they...
to you.
Huh?
I said kudos to you.
He nods, and he's like, this one's outdone, though. I think I'm going to have the boys get another one.
I can maybe see if he's hiding something that he's just not saying out loud.
He snaps, and some guy goes over, and he pulls the cork on what looks to be a healing potion. The color of it is disgusting looking, though. And he pours it down the guy's throat, and the guy's body starts healing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will retch all over himself upside down. It gets in his nose and everything.
So you waterboarded him with the healing potion.
Gross.
I'll
Respect,
cast
though.
detect thoughts on it.
Ow! I mean, I'm sorry, but that is literally the only thought in his mind.
I asked Vorig, it's like, what do you got this one in? What do you got him for particularly?
Fun.
Just fun?
Yeah.
You're not looking for any information?
Oh, of course I want to know who pulled the trigger on everything. I want to know the exact individuals that happened to escape after that massacre so I could take them and do worse than this. But,
So while Vorig is saying this, is he thinking anything other than Al?
no, he is in a pretty big panic. If you sit there and you're just kind of concentrating, you're like, okay, man, I know it hurts, but like you have to give him something vital. Eventually he will say, I wish I had the information to give him, but I'm a peon. They don't tell me these things. What did I get myself into?
I'm gonna
He's
say
the
out
tour
loud
of the
that
Breaker Witch
I
Coven.
don't think that he knows anything about who would have pulled the trigger.
Well, I guess that means I just get to have a lot of fun then. But I appreciate that. Now there's not so much pressing matters, and I can take his tongue. He's like, of course, that's after I take his manhood.
I mean, I'm sure that will cause him to not be able to cast any kind of spells ever again.
That's a good point. Take his tongue, boys. And you see they take a pair of hot
A
pliers.
lot
And,
of the times they use visual somatics as well, so his hands might also be beneficial.
his hands are already broken.
Oh, were they in the way?
Yeah,
So yeah,
they
they take
Broken
the...
They're
bones
like
will
handing
heal.
it to me.
No.
Like,
Maybe you should just
awesome.
cut him off.
It's like, when did you
You're right
actually
there.
get to take
I
thoughts?
know.
Yeah,
That is
no,
something Leon would say.
his super
That is
bent
something
and
that I was
mangled like
hinting at.
fingers and everything else like are there and smashed.
Like Zilleria knows if they just give him a healing potion, those will never function. He has to like go have surgery, and
Hey,
even then, it's,
Doctor Strange learned how to cast spells.
Yeah.
that's true.
And he had fucky hands.
Just cut him off.
You don't need hands.
Yeah, so they'll and when they take his tongue, they take it with one of those hot things that you reach in to grab stuff with, like horseshoes.
And
out of
Zilleria
the-
like has to turn away; she can't watch.
It just makes it pop.
You got any legs?
He's like, well, this is my fun hobby for the time being. Yeah, but that's of course not what I brought you here for.
Yeah, what did you bring us here for?
He says, any of you ever heard of a man named, I use the term very loosely, individual by the name of Nash?
I don't think I recognize the name.
You can make me a knowledge history if you feel.
Sure.
Your person about town.
Oh, buddy. Crosby, skills.
Probably shit.
Shit.
Why does the
Okay.
name sound familiar, though?
That's a total of
I'm
a
quite
6.
convinced he died though.
6, yeah, you wouldn't.
It's not ring.
Go ahead.
Let's say it's not ringing a bell for me.
It does sound familiar, though. Was it that
It sounds
investigator we killed?
No.
Okay.
It's still up on the fridge.
Yeah, he's still up on the fridge.
die.
Exploded.
That's why I never draw my NPCs anymore until they've had a good couple of showing up.
Also Disney.
Mhm.
They can't be too graphic with it.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
It's a TV show, though.
Don't
It's
get
not
to your
Look
light
up Disney canon.
Ah!
Disney canon.
Yeah.
No,
Did
Disney
Jafar,
Wikipedia.
did Jafar actually die? Disney canon. Look it up.
No.
It's Jafar Wikipedia. Not Wikipedia, but Wiki. Those people are...
It's a 15.
Well, 15? You have heard of it. It's half ogre, half orc. They're known as a queg. Hold on.
I knocked my tower over.
They're known as an Oglian. In the monster manual as an Oglian. You know that he was a member of the Skull Anvils. And it's kind of one of those things where when people were talking about being part of the Skull Anvils, the low-level troops, like, everybody's afraid of Vorag. But when you get far enough away from Vorag, you can kind of fuck around, maybe take a little bit extra take. But underneath Nash's rule, nope. He would drag you right in front of Vorag. He was a big boss. I mean, half ogre and half orc.
Was.
Yeah, he hasn't been heard of for about 6 months.
Heard of or heard from?
Both, for the most part.
Okay.
So yeah, you would know that. You've heard stories of him at this point.
So I look at him like, what's going on with Nash?
I don't know if you knew this about him, but he was quite a painter. I know, something so big and clumsy and stupid. But
He was killed.
he goes over and he grabs it. Looks like a waterlogged cask with pitch covering it.
Uh-huh.
And he takes it over and he takes a crowbar and thunk, he puts it on the body first and foremost. The guy's like, ah! And he thunk, pops the top and pulls out a bunch of scrap canvas and starts laying them out for you. He says, yeah, he was quite a painter. And apparently, and you look at the first painting, and it's a painting of the dwarven ships coming in during the Great Bay of Pigs. When you guys had given the pigs flying and exploding, yes.
Before we started streaming and putting things on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're very
That
sorry
was before
about that.
most of everybody
No, I'm
here.
glad that wasn't on YouTube.
Are you shitting me? I'm
That would
so
have been
disappointed.
glorious. to
It's
have
one of
on
the most
YouTube.
one of the most epic role playing moments in the history of ever.
So, anyway,
I agree.
it's a
Those were some
painting.
Pretty epic roles.
Side note, there is something coming up later in this game. I would need you guys to cross your fingers when you're out of character. Okay?
I did
It's-
this.
I know. Just make sure. And make sure it's visible too. Because there is something that's coming up. It's going to be very specific to that. Trust me, it's fun. It'll be a good thing. Anyway, so there's a painting of that Bay of Pigs, the Swine Squad. There's a painting of an ogre or half ogre looking creature that is being dragged off in chains by a bunch of dwarves in the next one. And then there's a painting of an island with a very specific rock formation that looks like he drew it like a beholder is being eaten by a dragon. But you can see how it's like, it's like when you look at clouds. Like, you're like, this rock formation's pretty specific, but it's not like it's been chiseled to be that. And it shows the chained creature being drugged out to there, and then it shows one of the dwarven ships with a very specific figurehead of a very noble-looking golden dragon. So, he says, so yeah, he was quite the painter. Some men found this about at sea, and happened to recognize Nash from his self-portrait here. So they brought it to me, knowing that it was worthy of my payment. I paid 300 gold pieces for this cask. I'd pay a lot more to get him back. Right now, since... Say it again?
So it's a rescue mission.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to be able to keep the remaining people in line with us being down so far. And he was one hell of a recruiter. People would come to him in a heartbeat. I mean, not saying that I'm not beautiful in every way, shape, and form. I can't bring them by the masses, but I can't go philandering around with that and still enjoy my hobbies. But if you get Nash, we might have a chance at maybe raising the number a little bit and keeping everything good.
Okay.
Stacking the deck, so to speak. Want to know if maybe you were in the mood for a rescue mission? Maybe get out of Dathersport for a while, spread your wings?
Could be
See
nice
why
to get
we-
some fresh air.
Yeah, it could be. Would you happen to know where
This island is.
this island might be? Because it seems like it's trying to tell us something here. A lot of these look pretty factorial.
He nods and he's like, I'm just glad he can paint to be able to give this kind of information, or else I pretty much wrote him off. I mean, obviously, we now know what happened to him. He says, I'm pretty sure that you had a gentleman, half-orc friend of yours that was a pirate captain.
He's no longer with us.
I know, it's sad. He says, but his first mate, Jowl, is actually running a ship of his own. A ship called the War Bar,
Okay.
as a half-orc figurehead out at the docks. I already sent him a little bit of gold and told him I'd be sending someone out. He says he knows the location.
Okay.
If you're feeling up to it.
I look at everybody and I'm like, pack up, we're going on a trip.
Road trip.
We should definitely stock up on provisions and shit. But yeah, I don't see why not.
Let's get her done.
He nods. You have my eternal thanks for everything that you do, and I mean that. Does anybody else want to go with this? You sure?
No.
The castration's a very particular and special
And
process.
Valeria's gonna turn and walk out.
He hands you the hammer.
I'm good, thank you though. I
We
get
gotta
enough
do
out
all
of
this
this.
cool shit before we get Leon back.
He said when no one takes it. All right, suit yourself.
Leon
Serious, Mike.
would do fuck out of this
When you guys leave, you hear a very loud ping, followed by screams. And you know what happened.
So I'm like, alright, so let's go
Do
to
a good
the.
job.
And say everybody has all their gear.
I would like to, write down as many of the spells as I can.
Don't
I
you,
read
do you
them
want to take the book with you?
Well, I don't want to
Ruin it.
losing it or ruining it or anything. I want to be able to send it back to them as soon as possible. At least have it sent back to them within a timely manner.
Okay.
I would imagine that I would, stay up relatively late on like a day before we decide to set out to scroll down as much as I possibly can out of the book
And then return it.
and then return it. Yeah, or at least have Big Sal send it on like a predetermined date.
Okay. So make me an intelligence check. What you get will depend on the dice that you roll for how many of those spells you can get in a hurry.
Do you know how to know to write?
I give you inspiration.
It's expressly illegal. Now, that being said, sometimes they still know how. They also have their own unique written language that is very hard for people to notice.
It's a 16.
A 16?
Yeah.
Okay, so at that point, go ahead and roll me a d6 instead of a d4. And that's how many of those spells you get to pick them. And then you can return the book. Or it's a
8
set of
spells.
scrolls, and each scroll is smaller than the other one to equal pages. But
Yeah.
what'd you get?
6.
All right. Write down the ones that you want, and you say you return the
Well,
book.
you were gonna give me a screenshot.
Oh shit! Yeah. God damn it, Amanda! Why aren't you doing it?
Because I can't. Because my DM's being slow.
I'm sorry. I only have like 100 billion things to keep my mind at. Bada bing, bada boom.
Inspiration didn't help you.
I mean,
got
it,
me an 8 instead of a 6. So.
it was going to be a D4.
Yeah. No, I was seeing
Like,
what
so
your
that's legit.
first roll was.
My intelligence is a +8, so low spells is fairly decent.
There you go. And then you can return the scroll.
Awesome.
So,
But I'm not a cleric.
all right. So now it doesn't mean you can't copy that spell down. That is a pretty useful one. I randomly rolled that. It's a website that you get random spells for scroll purposes and spell books. It's one of the only two things I have favorited on my internet. Like, I'll send it to you. It's super awesome. Because when you want random scrolls, try to find one.
Alright. Sounds good.
Um,
I appreciate it.
so anyway, anything else you guys are doing before you're going out? I know that there's probably shopping involved, and you guys can certainly shop while we describe other things.
We'll probably wink it.
Okay,
I
that's a
won't
good
pick
way.
up some healing
You know
potions.
what I mean? Like, probably wink it.
I want to pick up some healing potions.
Yeah, and Zaliri will restock her healer's kit at home
Please,
because she's
yeah.
growing everything she needs.
Absolutely.
We're figuring out how to get it. You know what I mean.
Make me a standard nature check. As long as you don't do anything terrible, then you're able to get everything to make it appropriate. Bartholomew, you want to purchase some healing potions?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, Gare and Thames, based on the economic level that we're at, 10.
That's a 19.
And the dice apparently love you even when I'm rolling for you. He has 10 available healing potions.
Yes.
2 will be the superior.
Superior or greater?
2 will be the superior.
How much are those ones?
That is an uncommon or rare?
That would be rare, because
Yeah, it goes
uncommon-
common, and then greater,
uncommon
and
would-
then superior.
Yeah, uncommon.
Common, greater.
It goes common.
Uncommon, rare, very rare, legendary. So, it'd be-
so I'd assume it'd be a
And
rare.
they're the rare. So rare
Would be the blue one.
rare items are 1,000 pieces max, 1,000 gold pieces max. So it's consumable, so it'd be half. So those are 500. I will double check.
I have no idea about consumable prices.
I usually do half of the max price for consumables.
I thought uncommon for non-consumables was like 2,000.
Everything's free if you
Ah,
Everything is
fine.
free if you steal it.
A healing.
Sorry, they come at a different
A
cost.
superior healing potion is a rare item.
It is rare.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, those are 2,500.
steal.
It's greater, superior, and then there's supreme.
Because they're rare, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So how many of the regular healing potions does he got?
8.
8. I'm going to buy all 8 of those.
Okay. Now they are an additional 5 gold pieces a pop. So I know you get your 10% off.
Don't
so
we have a
include
lot
your
of this
10%
stuff
off,
at the Hall of
and then
Justice?
do that.
No.
No, actually, don't.
I just want to play.
Gayer apologizes. Sorry.
You won't catch me slipping.
Tame apologizes for.
I keep that
Let
thing
him-
on me.
I'm awfully sorry. I'm awfully sorry that they have to be more expensive, but you know, with the healing potions being used for the elves, it made the prices go up a little bit for a while. But you still get your 10% discount.
And we know that that stuff happens.
Right. I mean, it saved out their sport, so it's worth a little bit extra this time.
All right. So
Well, it's literally was saying that to Tame, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Well, again, fingers crossed. This helps. So yeah.
I didn't have my fingers crossed.
alright. And then
Yeah, I mean, I should have noticed that as well.
and you said they're 2,000.
For the big ones,
500?
2,500 for the big ones.
I can buy one if you need me to.
10% off. Of
It's
that.
one hell of a potion to dump down your throat because you can heal.
They're how much?
That would be an
2,000.
excellent thing to do.
For the superior, for everything altogether.
For superior.
Just for the superior.
Okay. Because we have like 31,000 as a party group.
So they'd be 2,250 with our 10% discount.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or even pumping down because you can also heal.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that'd be another good route too. And real handy in a big pinch. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to buy them.
Well, shit. Good for her.
We do also have the party fund.
Yeah.
So
All right, laddie. He clasps you on the shoulder. They're like I said, that's the price, 2,500. There's no additional price because they're so expensive, and you do get the 10% off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to buy them both.
You can tell that the vials that they're in are a little bit more sturdy of glass.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he says, I've been working on a tablet kind of formation, the way that Gayer had it.
Okay.
He says, within a couple of weeks, I'll probably be able to do that if you prefer. So you guys can special order your potions like this in tablet form, so having to drink it. You can't drink underwater.
Yeah.
You can snap it.
And it's still.
Or another good thing about the tablets is if you're wearing it in plain view and one of your friends wants to hit you at a distance, shoot it. Kills you. The wafer is also another one that's pretty popular for the religious folks specifically.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay.
It is dope. It's not as cool as the one that she sent me that you put your phone on and it looks all swirly like a portal. It's a piece of terrain and you put your phone into a gift that has the swirls on it and then you put it over it and it looks like a portal.
Let me see if I can find that link.
All right. So while we're describing the rest of it, if you want to do any minor shopping, buying little basic shit, you guys can feel free.
Okay.
But you guys go to the war bar, and you guys notice that the Captain Gel is already drunk, and he's like, "I don't think it's right. They're letting us go for free. We should have to pay something." And they're like, "Sir, the Alazio said we get to leave for free. We don't have to pay the docking fees." "Well, it's horseshit." Drink.
So he's complaining that they are giving him.
Yeah, he's pretty smashed.
I walk up to him. I'd be like, Vorg sent us.
Turth!
Give him a hug.
You get that big, huge hug. He's got that little skullet kind of thing going on. He puts the little captain's hat back on.
I say, I heard you got a ship.
Yeah.
Are you good enough to sail it?
Yeah.
Do you gonna need some help?
Nope.
You good? Okay. And we were sent by Vorg because we have. You told him you know where this island's at.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're right.
You might want to slow down. You're gonna.
Nope.
All right. Well, can you get us to that island?
Right this way. Turns, falls off the deck of the ship.
Right this way.
How far down is it?
A galleon like this, it's
20 feet.
About 20 feet.
Into the water.
Yeah, straight into the water.
Belly flops.
Can I? And is he passed out essentially, or is he awake now because water's hit him?
He's shocked, and he's holding onto the side, and he's.
I throw a rope over.
Let me tell you, the dragons in the sky. Pirate shanty.
I might have to sail this ship.
All right, men. Starboard bow. Full starboard. Then there's a hesitation because that, you can tell that most of them are all looking at each other real surprised, and they're looking at you guys. Does anybody have vehicles? Even if you have land vehicles, I'm giving you water vehicles because I've noticed in this game it's impossible to get water vehicles.
I have a cart. That's all I got.
There's
Well, no,
something
I
in the
mean-
background that can.
It's if you own the salt marsh one or whatever, there's one specific thing, and you can take one specific background to do it.
There's got to be some kind of mariner background that gives you.
It is, and it's in a specific
There's a
book.
sailor.
Oh.
I know exactly, but that's bullshit because if you own a regular PHB, you can't sail.
Are you asking for a skill?
But the thing is,
Yeah,
like
there's
your
it's a
opinion.
proficiency. There's a proficiency in your backgrounds, and some people if you took soldier for example,
Yeah.
yeah,
you
there's
have-
sailor.
and sailor, yeah.
Yeah.
But you took soldier.
I don't
I
hear
took
the
Outlander.
character.
Okay. Anybody who has vehicles, essentially, it's not just land vehicles. You can also have water vehicles.
Yeah, there's warships, sailing ships, rowboats,
Oh my
longboats.
Yeah,
gallon.
so-
Popping corn on a fucking budget.
I don't.
Did you not see that?
I do not
I mean,
have
but when you think
a
about it,
vehicle that way.
generally, popcorn is.
You don't have the.
gayest
Well, that's fine. You
snack.
just don't add. You just don't
Because
add your
you're eating
proficiency
a
bonus to
busted
sailing.
Okay.
But you still can.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all looking about and look surprised, and he says, "I said no!" And they're like, "Okay." So they start and they fill the sails, and then they're purposefully ramming it into the
Tell
dock.
me I'm wrong.
All right, Captain said starboard.
How much have you had to drink today?
Today?
Yes.
Which is a kind of
Yes.
Nah.
Lots.
plus nut.
Well, those are my dice. They don't taste very good.
I got something you can swallow.
Probably tastes like shit because of all those rolls you've been making the last few boss fights.
Boy!
Alrighty. So I get up there and I help him. I help the crew navigate. It's like, we need to get out of here without destroying the ship.
Yeah. We do.
He's talking to the crew, not the captain.
Oh, you said.
Yeah, I'm talking to the crew. I'm not
His
talking
first
to
mate says, port! And then the men all. Either like you can tell, like, oh, thank God, and they'll start to go out. The mighty Warbar back out at sea. All right.
Well, it's not back out at sea. The original ship was the Filthy Maw, wasn't it?
Yeah, this ship has made a couple runs. That's why I'm saying that it's back out at sea. No, the Filthy Maw's toast. It's gone.
Yeah, it went up in flames.
Right.
And some.
Should have saved the figurehead. That would have been cool. Anyway, so you guys get to go back out at sea. Who wants to be my roller?
I'll roll.
Okay.
Okay. I need you to first make me a roll to see if you guys run into any kind of mishap before you hit the spot. Basically a wandering monster roll. Percentile dice, please. Percentile. Where's the
83.
Okay. Everyone make me a perception check.
Except me.
Why except for you?
Because
He's
I'm not there.
Are we like, coming close to finding
I don't
you?
fucking know.
You said that you talked to him about
Yeah.
it.
Fuck! 23!
The last game was practically the Marzio show. He can
Ah.
take this backseat
I
for a
forgot what
minute.
I rolled the
It'll
first
be
time.
okay.
Oh no!
I was totally distracted doing
Oh,
like,
that
random
sucks.
buying things.
No, that's okay.
Um,
It's a perception check.
Perception.
22.
Oh shit!
24.
I rolled the first time.
What?
I forgot what I rolled.
22, 23, 24.
11.
25.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay, you didn't see it.
I had a 24.
Zalira is too distracted trying to get the captain to
22.
sit down and sober up, but you know.
I
Yeah.
got an 11, so.
Make me a medicine check for that
Yep.
too. An 11.
Yeah.
Okay. You
That's a lot.
see,
16.
Sense of disturbance in the force.
yeah, the barometric pressure goes down. There's definitely a storm coming.
What do I see? Because I got real eyes.
I can smell it.
What did you get in your check?
I got 23.
You get a 23.
Mm-hmm.
You two see, and you get the feeling. You see the biggest aura you've seen in a long time. You get a 23.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 24.
And
I got a
so you
20
guys-
plus 3.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you guys look off and you can see like the storm starts to strike down a couple times into the water, which
Earmuffs, you don't hear this.
no,
I'm just
you do.
fucking-
You're just you notice it in a different way. You guys swear you see a figure that is noticeable from about 600 yards off.
Goddamn Reaper again.
600 yards off, and you swear it's like the shape of a person, but not like a tiny person,
Like a big person.
like a person the
large
size
person.
of a ship.
Like a large person.
If you guys stay your course, you will probably come close to it. And then, does anybody dare look through like the spyglass or anything?
I'll look through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We'll
look
go
through
look through
it.
the spyglass.
Yeah.
You two see it's a storm giant riding up
Do
on.
we do one of these where we like bump heads? The same binoculars?
No, it'd be like more like
Yeah.
this, and then you like pass it off kind of thing.
Okay.
So as you
He's
guys
got
look
bigger
through, you
telescope,
see
though.
the lightning strikes from the background. You see the silhouette. It's a
I
storm
wish I was
giant,
kidding.
and he's riding on top of a giant seashell driven by a bunch of blue horses. And he lifts his hand into the air, and the trident strikes into it. And he looks off in your guys' general direction.
This is like Marvel graphics or DC graphics?
All right. Because of the trolling, you guys did not dodge the encounter. Clear the board.
Wait, I have a quick. I got a 21 on my medicine check.
A 21?
Yes.
Do it. Do
I'm asking for a good state of reference.
I'm sorry, Landon.
Okay, well, we're clearing up the TV.
Pardon
me?
Sorry to Landon.
Pardon me?
Because he's not gonna be able to play Leon this time.
Because the
We'll
encounter.
Yeah, you don't know that.
It's not even 9 o'clock.
Pop
It's still
out of
funny.
one of the
We-
fucking crates or something.
Leon could swing in from fucking...
Leon could be on the ship for all we know.
Right, he could be
Take your
stowed
fingers.
fucking away.
Tell me what to do.
Do you want me to just throw it at your face then?
You do that with those water.
Wait, I want to look at him first.
I just watched The Good
Hi,
Place, and I just
Dogman.
imagined what's his face, Michael dumping the water on Kristen Bell's character. It was actually iced tea.
I need
He
to,
looked her in the face and was like, "Shut up!" and like dumped the iced tea on.
I need to like actually watch that. I started watching it with my mom, and I was like, "This is really good."
It's the best.
Are we
It
just
is
gonna
so
do
fun.
BRB then, or
Yeah, it might as well because we
Okay.
have to set up, and I will probably want to smoke before this particular thing.
cool?
Or, I mean, they're just crack.
It is really we got them.
It is exactly why we got them, so they get eaten. And if they don't get eaten,
He's
Then I
the
feel
game
sad.
with inspiration, and then he doesn't even get to play, so he loses his inspiration.
Oh
You could give it
no,
away.
poor guy.
You can't give it away.
but
We're ready whenever you are, Zach.
all right, are
Okay,
we
go ahead
eating
and
for
start it
initiative?
back up.
It's been started.
We've been rolling. Good thing I wasn't picking my nose. All right, so I got a 20 for my initiative.
Oh, we're eating for initiative, guys.
We're needing for
Yeet.
initiative.
Haley got a 20. What's your dex?
23 is my total.
Oh.
I rolled a natural 20, so
I got a 6.
Haley goes first.
I thought
No!
Who got a
does
four?
not go first.
Huh?
Who got a 4? Bono?
I got a 28.
Thanks for rolling low.
Okay, and then the only thing
I got a
we need
28
is
and a
Mickey.
14.
What's your initiative? 18?
Holy shit!
Yeah, fuck.
I got a 28 and a 14, so
Okay, don't forget to roll your special rolls, by the way.
Double up.
All right, so first in the initiative is Bartholomew. Let me say a couple things real quick.
you go for it.
Is it a 20?
18.
An 18 and a 3? Oh, that's right, you only have 2.
Yep.
For some reason I thought you had more. I need one more of my pirates. Okay.
You're welcome.
Purple one is the drunk captain.
Who's going a lot?
God, they're standing like
You're
Haley.
speaking as good as I am.
Who's
Alrighty,
being
let's
sobered
keep
up by Zaluria?
Right? Okay, kids. So here's how it's gonna work. You guys can take your turn, but if you guys want to do something with the ship itself, you have to man the ship.
Okay. Man the ship.
Yeah, because you guys are on a skeleton crew. So it's either act or
That would've
everyone
been nice to
pulls
know
together
going
to
into
do
it.
something with the
That's
ship.
fine. No, that's completely fine. I'm glad I'm where I'm at.
Sorry, here's the boss because he's the big fat one. And you guys are on the skeleton crew. So there. So this is the after the ship. All right.
Some people love to eat a few chips and go, get these away from me.
Yeah, you should talk earlier.
All right, so
It's an old meme now.
with me being first, I am going to man the ship,
Okay.
and I am going to go starboard side. Turn it try to get it to turn starboard side. Yes.
Gotta try to get a turn. Okay. All right. So we need you to.
And I am going to crank it as fast as possible.
Okay.
With how fast? I'm assuming because we're booking really fast.
Okay.
And he's coming at us, so it's like twice as fast.
Right. Okay. So make me an athletics check.
Athletics
Please.
check.
Yep.
Cool. I'm glad I got it. Woo! Still got a 14.
You got a 14. Okay. So as long as as long as 2 other players help you, it's 3 to turn it. You will be able to. You will be able to turn it a 30 this degree angle,
45.
45 degree angle
I mean,
per turn.
30.
So that's your action. You need
Yeah.
2 more people to help you do
I have
that.
2 actions per turn? Or is that just.
It's 2 attacks per turn. There's a difference. Everyone always,
Okay,
even
yeah,
at
2
level 20, has 1 action a turn, unless you have
2
something that
attacks.
gives you an extra action.
I get 2 attacks per action.
Right.
It says 2.
Right. So you take the attack action, you can make 2 attacks.
Okay. I got you.
So you spend your action to turn the ship and everything else. Okay, we need people to man that. The crew will also obviously be doing that. So that's what they'll be doing per turn. So I just need 2 other people to do it.
Right.
So you can tell immediately looking out when you turn it that the wind's not catching the sails enough, and you need at least 2 more hands on deck to pull
The sail's tight.
the sails and get them into position.
Gotcha.
But they may not know that. All right, so Tirth's turn up. All right, after Tirth is Haley.
Haley is going to.
I wish. I had done fire.
I'm reading a spell, sorry.
That's okay.
You know, I would do.
Next up is going to be the giant.
Alright, so we were having issues with getting the wind to be able to put us in the correct direction, correct?
Yeah, it's more like it's not that the wind isn't there.
Okay.
There's plenty of wind to do it. It's for the ship to be in position to do it. A couple more sails have to be unfurled in certain positions.
Okay.
So there's enough. I don't know nothing about sailing.
I don't know nothing about no sailing.
Sounded like freaking Haley. Haley off of
All I know is
Firefly.
shrimp.
There's enough wind to get us moving if we can get the sails in position.
Yeah.
Cool.
You have to unfurl all the sails to get a certain amount of movement. You guys
If
are
not, I
coasting.
know what spell.
Fuck yeah.
Mind kaboom.
Okay, Haley, you want to hold your action left to the giant?
I want to cast mage armor on myself. Yeah. So 17 AC now instead of 14.
Okay, mark that's been cast and make sure that your AC is reflected on that, so you don't forget.
Yeah, that changed. Oh, no, not that.
Any movement or anything, you feel free to move. Okay.
I'm gonna stay there, and then as a, I'll go over and try and help with the sales. So where would I have to go to help with the sales?
Do you have an action after casting mage armor as a
I
bonus
can
action?
cast 2 sorcery points to cast it as a bonus action.
Also, thank you for reminding me of wild magic.
It's like the first time ever. So that's
It's okay. It's okay.
A wheel of wild
But after her,
magic.
I'm gonna use 0 point to act out of turn.
Okay.
I'm going to assist with the sail.
You're going to assist with the sail with it? Sweet.
It's not a natural one, so good.
Yep, you're good.
Yes.
Did I say roll with
blind
disadvantage?
guy. Hope it shows.
How can
okay.
it really be?
So you, all right, so you spend that point so you can cast mage armor and you still have an action. You're going to go ahead and do that?
Yes, and then I need to go to one of the cells. Where do I need to go to?
Make me a free intelligence check.
17.
Okay. You've been watching them enough.
18.
You've been watching them enough to know that kind of thing, and you're a smart cookie, so you see what needs to be done. You need to go here or here,
Maybe.
and then make me an athletics check to be able to pull it all in. Okay, 14. You start to pull on it and get into position, and it unfurls just fine for you. I mean, they're made to be on a pulley system.
Yeah.
So that's tick number 2. We need a third to make the ship actually turn. It's now the Storm Giant's turn.
I thought
Yeah, I was
Bonham was
acting out of
going out of
that's
turn.
right. Acted out of turn. Spend your hero point. What are you doing?
something she did.
You're going to go ahead and do that. You're actually right next to it. Make me an intelligence check to identify that.
Stone giant.
No, that's a storm, not stem.
I said stone.
Oh, I thought you said stone giants. Like in the water? No.
Great stone.
You said intelligence?
They're great.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
use your
You know,
modifier.
there's a southern accent.
Stone.
Yeah, that's an 11.
An 11? That's perfectly fine. You take a look and you're not 100% sure, but it's pretty easy to mirror. So you go ahead and do that. Make me an athletics check.
Say a quick little prayer, pulling on the right rope.
No shit.
I'm lucky.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's better. That's a 15.
Nope. We went in at 45.
Good call, guys. All right, now it's the storm giant's turn. It moves with an unnatural quickness as it dives under the water, and you guys are like, you saw it wafer out, and you're like, wait, where is it?
Shit.
Was it a giant or was it a dolphin?
It was a giant dolphin.
Fuck. You're gonna get giant nukes.
Correct.
Well, Leon might not know anybody that's coming to. Wherever Leon might be.
Yeah, I mean, wherever it might be. Shit.
Pick right back here.
You don't have to do Amanda. I can be in one of the squares.
Okay. Okay. I'll pick this point right here. We're within 10 feet.
Motherfucker, you got
5,
something.
10. 5, 10. All right. 2 of the pirates, the pirate captain, Bartholomew and Zalaria. I will describe what happens to you, but go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 12.
Damn! Good job, Dice. Okay, that was the pirate captain. Pirate flunky number 1. Pirate flunky number... That's going to make life real interesting.
I got a 9.
You got a 9? Okay, Bartholomew and Zalaria are going to take 12d8 points of damage.
Oh shit.
Well, then
You
you
said,
hit
wait,
the
12d8?
Mhm.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Not working.
And then I will describe what it is and everything else.
What about the captain? Do you want me to roll for him?
No, he rolled a nat 20.
Oh, good for him. So it's only me and you getting hit.
And he's still drunk!
I guess he should be at disadvantage on that. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. You two take 45 points of damage.
Ooh.
Lightning, all of a sudden, it raises its trident, and lightning strikes it, and then it points it directly, and you guys hear a booming voice that sounds like the echo and crack of thunder rolls towards you, if anybody speaks giant.
I don't
Nope.
think so.
And as it's pointing the trident, it just a bolt of electricity fires from it to right here, and there's an explosion. Wood splinters up and everything else.
Should we go flying?
Everybody will basically, you guys will get stunned and shocked and stagger back, but you're in the same spot.
Okay.
It's a
Because I was
5 foot
holding
square.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you brace down on it. Oh shit! It doubles out because it's in water. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Also, Haley, make me a dexterity check.
Dexterity saving throws.
Dexterity saving throws, yes, please. So as it strikes, the electricity arcs out from that point and strikes. This guy right here is caught and goes flying back, and he's like, you can see he's charred black as he's flying out. Ah! When he flies back, a lightning strike from the storm above that has just it consumed you at this point strikes down and zaps him out of place. This guy gets struck and just falls down, and like as his eyes explode out from him and everything else. And the pirate captain who's sitting there, and he sees it, he goes, and it looks like he's got some pretty good reflexes, but he bounces right against the down the stairs, getting struck by the lightning too. So he goes, and it looks like he's gonna go, but he zigs when he should have zagged, falls down the steps, and then the lightning just fries him completely. You can smell that sizzled, burning flesh smell.
Half orc burnt smell.
Yeah.
Smelled that before.
That was a
thanks.
15 for me.
A 15. Also take 45 points of damage, please. Now let's see if she recharges that power. Okay.
She.
There's a female.
It's a female?
It's a female.
Oh, I thought you said it's a
It's-
female.
Man.
I want to seduce.
Sir.
Nick's gonna be
But
pissed.
you're not a bard.
Not a character.
I know he is.
He's a paladin, so he's got crazy charisma.
I guess that's true.
And we use
Can I
her
try to
movement.
convert it?
You may certainly try. Her and her horses, all of a sudden after that attack, will. It causes a huge wave, submerge under the water. You hear laughter echoing like thunder, just like thunder. How loud that is this thing's voice.
Oh shit.
And you just hear that and you see it submerge and you're like, oh shit, God only knows what she's going to do.
Dialotus only knows.
All right, after the giant is Mickey O'Neill.
Ooh, Mickey O'Neill.
Mm-hmm.
I crawled down from my bird's nest.
Okay, you're going to go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make me a athletics or acrobatics check.
Or?
No, or.
Okay.
The higher of the two. Storm giant.
Oh, this is it's a frost giant.
I just know I didn't want to use the fire giant for it. Thank you.
That's fair. 19.
19?
19.
Almost like you.
3.
Almost like you were born on a ship.
Almost like I was born on a ship. I was not. Gypsies don't like the ships.
Right. So you're now down on the ground. Now what are you doing? You've exhausted your movement to make that, but you still have an action and a bonus action.
I still have an action.
And a bonus action.
bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I load up my gun. But that's about it, you know.
I gotta concentrate.
That's what I'm doing.
You
Yeah.
can wait to do something like until she shows back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold your action.
Hold. Yeah. I'm just gonna ready my pistol and chill out. Chill out right there, Holmes.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another in this case it would be a dexterity check to make sure you can keep your powder dry during the rain. Won't be a problem. It's a DC 10.
Okay.
Nice and easy. Okay, after that is Zalaria. Bonham, you're going to be up soon.
Heals.
19.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta see.
You're able to pull up your jacket and stuff it. So the most impossible.
Good old prison wallet.
God damn it.
Hold on, sorry, I gotta see.
Don't be, I'm stealing your Twix.
Okay, that's fine.
It's all in the mix.
Left Twix really are the best.
I prefer the right Twix.
I don't like the left and right thing because it teaches
you,
people to
Terry.
be racist.
That's profound.
You know
as
it's
fuck.
just the packaging. The packaging is random. They don't really
I
have.
know.
I never
You wanna
understood
Toss me a right
the
Twix.
whole left-right thing and how it even came about.
If it ain't right, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
It's literally a marketing scheme.
It's one of the stupidest ones I've ever seen.
It's like the same as somebody,
Like-
comparing me to a janitor.
They were 100% out of ideas.
Oh yeah, for
And that's
sure.
the only thing they could come up with. And they're
Yeah.
like, well, we don't have anything else, so
They were out of
let's just fucking
ideas.
roll with it. And they just lean into it so goddamn hard.
And they wanted to sell less of
Hey,
the
Julius,
product for
what
the
you
same
doing?
amount of money.
Alright, so
Because now you only get the one left and right
Damn it,
instead
I-
of the 2-pack.
Can I
It's freaking jank, man.
cast a spell and a cantrip in the same turn?
It's more about the casting times.
So if it says that it's a bonus action, then you can cast two of them at the same time. But
Mhm.
if it's one of they're both in action, take a full round action to cast, then you can't.
Hold on, where do I see?
Why was casting time 1 minute?
I don't know. Because it's mending?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay, hold on.
So you're looking for one that says casting time would be bonus action.
Okay.
Just keep loading it up.
So,
Keep it coming.
so like if I use, because I'm going to use Cure Wounds on Turth, but I was going to try and use Mending on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
you want me to rather just do
Yeah.
mending on the ship?
Mending will take you a minute, and that's 10 rounds of combat.
Oh shit. Okay. Hold on. Just go on to the next person, and I'll figure out what I'm doing.
I already went this turn.
You spent to act out a turn? You're still good.
You still get to go.
What are you going to do?
Okay.
That's a bonus of acting out of turn.
Hero points, man. They're sweet.
Well, I'm gonna ready myself.
Okay.
Can I get? Are there cannons on this boat?
Mhm.
Am I near one?
You have to be below deck.
Can I go below deck?
So instead of readying, I want to go below deck and get on the cannon.
How are we going to represent this?
I just put it next to it.
What we
I know,
could
but that
do
also
is
could
put
be
all
like
this
you're in the
on.
sea.
Oh, we can put all this on, like the things we represent to see how high it is.
Good point.
The whole
Yeah.
ship.
Good point. I'll go grab. It'll only get weird when someone flies.
Funny thing, I was actually looking at cannons the other day.
Yeah.
They are
Cannon.
devastating.
Yeah, they are.
Like
Like real cannons or
cannons in the game as a siege weapon.
What is it? 10d8?
Something fucking crazy. They are absolutely devastating.
Yeah, remember that. Okay. So you get down there and you look, and you're looking around, and you're like, okay, this thing has to have cannons, right? And you look, and it has one on each side.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna man the one that's
On the port side?
Yes.
Left side? Okay.
The blind person is gonna be shooting.
I wasn't going to say gain inspiration.
I was getting ready to say I will yell commands to shoot, and I will yell starboard side and port side.
man. Dial something.
Guide
Guide my eyes or some shit like that.
But he can see auras still.
this guy's my aim.
Yes, that.
But you can still sense auras, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all he has to do is shoot it at the aura. Hopefully.
Unless it's a neutral aura.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Because neutral is not an aura.
So can I see it?
She is obscured by water.
But when she was up here, could I see her?
You did see her when she was above water, yes.
He's never. His blind sight's never been obscured by obstacles in the past.
Oh, yeah, line of sight. He still needs blind sight, says you still need line of
I
sight.
thought you could see auras through walls and shit.
He can see through mist and a lot of really cool stuff that makes it very useful to have blind sight.
Okay, I figured out what I want to do.
Okay,
I want to.
so you're going to ready your action to fire the cannon?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I have to have clarification. There is basically a tidal wave coming towards us, correctly?
No, a small wave.
Small wave.
And since you guys turned this way, it's going to knock you guys off balance. Yes, you have to lead into waves to keep from that.
Yeah.
But
Can I cast control water and push the wave away from us?
how much water does it? Read the spell to me real quick.
Okay, well, it depends on what I want to do, because it says, here. It says, until the spell ends, you control any freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side. You can choose from any of the following effects that you cast the spell. As an action on your turn, you can repeat the same effect or choose a different one. And I would use redirect flow, because I think that's the best that I can think of. Pushing
Sure.
water in the opposite direction.
The only thing is it says freestanding water, but it's talking about moving water there too. Definition of freestanding water. Anybody think of what that might be?
I was only thinking like a lake.
Well, I'm guessing probably they mean like specifically not being like sprayed out of something's mouth. Or...
Yeah, but I mean, they're also talking about an amount 100 feet on one side. I imagine that's enough to, like, not necessarily push it away, but at least part it to go around the ship.
Well, yeah, I was thinking definitely altering would not be hard with 100 feet.
Yeah.
I can do that too as part water.
Mhm.
I can do flood, part water, redirect flow, or whirlpool.
So it's your choice. Flow in an ocean's probably not necessarily the best way to do it.
Right.
Because
yeah.
it's flowing, it's churning. It's not flowing.
Unless you're altering a tide somehow, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Or if we were on like shore.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do part water.
Okay, so you go ahead and cast your spell. What are the components for that spell?
A drop of water and a pinch of dust.
Well, what do you know? That's real easy to do. See,
I'll just
you-
reach into my pocket and grab some dust out of there.
and you're looking at the rain, and you just boom. All right. So the wave will hit at the bottom of the initiative once Bonham's done. Oh, actually, because Larry's doing it. So as you cast that, literally just before the wave hits you guys, it was going to alter your course and shove you involuntarily in a direction. It parts. It goes on either side just fine. Because it parted, though, you will actually notice that she is right there. You see the tip of her head. She has partial cover, but you may make an attack, sir.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And I took a picture of the cannons, but I didn't put it at the front of the skew.
Or, maybe we could try talking to her.
All right, so now's your shot.
Suggestion?
I'm gonna take pot shots at her. Or a pot shot.
A pot shot at her.
Also, this is concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I think it said this spell is still...
Well, I imagine you're not going to keep it parted once it passes you. Am I correct?
Well, yeah, no, like you can part it, but it's still, I can, like on my next turn, I could cast Whirlpool or something like that.
I get what
It's
you're
not
saying.
like I have to recast it just as long as I stay with this spell.
What does
I
the
can-
target on it say? Just making sure it doesn't say like a specific set of water, because then you can only control it once it's past you.
Range/area is 300 feet.
Target?
Target.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm just double checking.
It doesn't look like I have a target. It just says,
Any freestanding water, that's all it says.
yeah, any
Okay.
freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on the side. Which I'm not sure
Okay.
what that means, but I would just assume 100 feet around.
Yeah, I would say if it's an area 100 feet, and you're saying to go in a circle, so like 100, basically surrounding the ship. Ah, okay, that sounds like a good application of it. Sure, that's a good call and a really useful.
It's a cannon.
Cannon. Perfect. All right, so. All right, asshole, make your attack. You're at it's +6 to hit.
+6 attack bonus, so
Plus your dexterity.
it's a modified 20. Plus your dexterity.
A modified
I don't have
20?
anything for- Yeah, it's a modified 20.
Oh shit. All right, so what do you get total?
Mod 20.
Okay. Mod 20, you will hit. Go ahead, my friend, and roll me 8d10.
Jesus. There's some D10s in here too.
I don't know what it is.
Are you sitting on it?
There's 2 there. How
Where's
many?
your D10?
8.
Oh. How many you got? 3. 4. Okay, so I'll just roll this twice.
I was thinking that you were here.
4. So that's 6, 6, 6, 4, 10. That's 9. Oh shit, that is a 9. 9, 6.
My bad, bro.
Bruh.
My bad, bro.
So that's
Just
12,
like being close to it.
16,
Special to you.
It's a
28 so far.
Sandy's
Fucking
street.
charging you, man.
What?
What are you teaching me how to bring the boys to the yard? You need a cigarette. Have you taken a nap today? You need one.
Oh, here. We have a way better model for that one.
Fucking ain't right.
I mean, it's a little bit.
41.
That's
what she
racist.
said. All right.
No girl ever has said that.
Okay.
I mean,
How many
it's not a
total?
girl.
He's calculating now.
Heard it.
Oh, sorry. I know it's a lot of dice.
He said that's what she said. Girls don't say that to me.
No,
They just love the challenge. And they go after it.
39. 39.
39? Not like that at all. So you fire it, and you've seen the damage of a cannon back when you could see. Cannons are not a joke. And when you're feeling out with the power of Dialatus, you know that what you see in your mind's eye is true because you have faith in that. Essentially, when she gets hit with it, it's not even like getting hit with a bullet. It's more like getting hit with like one of those shotgun sand bag shotguns. Like it hurts, but it's like boom. She takes it in the shoulder, and all her eyes will open up, and lightning just shoots through it. Gain inspiration. Because that is definitely your character. All right, top of the initiative again. Haley, what you doing?
I thought it was Turth.
Did I get skipped?
Sorry, Turth, yes. Haley, you're next.
Just give me.
Dice, please.
Okay.
Just give them all to Amanda. She'll figure it out.
That's Terry's, that's Terry's, the Western. Nope, and the middle die is Terry's.
Also, Turth, toss me a Three Musketeer real quick.
Three Musketeer.
Yeah, I know.
Can I have a Three Musketeer?
Yeah, dude, here, I got you. No, it's fine. I just needed a
No, I'm not
Me. Oh,
That's a lot of damage.
jeez. She about did. It was very close.
Shit, I still have to hold the ship.
Oh.
Can I?
Oh, and sorry, the wave will go through. And sorry.
Do you want me to hold it? Oh, wait, no, I'm holding the spell.
alright.
Never mind.
I do have a question though.
Because the wave acts at the bottom of the turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to. Can I reload it as a bonus action?
No, it does take longer to load. It takes an action to load.
It takes an action to load, an action to aim, and an action to fire.
Damn.
So the massive damage it deals is balanced by the fact that it takes a total of 3 actions to fire it off.
Okay, so
What? What you want?
I thought you
heard-
opened up your hand. I thought you were showing me.
I'm
something
going
with
to
your
try to
hand.
straighten the
No,
ship
I
back
saw his
out,
hand bar.
like back onto course.
Yeah.
You know, since we kind of
You want to shift it back in that direction?
yeah.
Okay. Same kind of thing as last time.
Debating if I really want to though, because we could technically just straighten the ship out.
You could. The wave is past now. And she's obviously got that wave thing under control.
Yeah. I mean, we could float the way we are for a while.
You could try to outrun her, but she seems to move pretty fast with the horses.
Damn horses. Yeah, I'm just gonna let the ship kind of coast the way it
Okay.
is, and then we'll readjust after everything.
Okay.
Some thoughts.
So
Unless you want to try some kind of crazy tricky maneuver.
Thoughts.
I'm ghost turd.
That was the one thought. That
See-through model
that was
turn.
the one that was good.
I would like to.
Reach.
No. I'm actually. We can't see which way she dove.
No, she's currently
She
standing
was
right there.
she was right
Yeah,
there
she was
last
right
time you
there.
saw her.
Yeah. 'Cause I was going to try to spin it since there's only one cannon on each side to where the other cannon would be pointing at her.
Oh boy.
But the thing is, I don't know which way she went. Can I see? I can't see.
Can't see her. After the wave passed, which was the beginning of the turn, I only gave it because she parted it. It made sense to me that she would be exposed.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But yeah, the water's way too tumultuous and too deep for you to be able to see her.
Let's see. Yeah, I can't see her, so I'm just gonna straighten the boat out, straighten the ship out,
Okay.
and it's you said athletics.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 24.
Okay, 24. 2 other people take their action also turn it. You'll be able to. Well, sorry. It's 4 total, but 2 of those guys. Which you're down to 2 now. Okay. So after that is Haley. Then the giant, followed by Mickey.
Okay, I would like to spend another sorcery point to cast something at a bonus action. And I'm going to cast Fog Cloud at a 4th level. So now the entire ship is covered in a fog cloud.
Awesome.
So it's obscured. and then I will take my action to man the ship, help man the ship to be able to
Awesome.
get us out of the direction.
Roll for wild magic first, and then roll your athletics check to be able to man the spot.
It's a 4, so it's good, and then athletics.
You roll a 20 for wild magic or just a d6?
I roll 1. If I roll a d20, and if I roll 1, then I roll.
Okay.
But athletics plus 1, so that is a 9.
Okay.
It's worse.
Is this creature behind total cover?
At this point?
Yeah, she goes down.
Okay.
Okay. So, however, if you, technically speaking, there is a way on your perception, you can click it and you can see what all the special things are, and you have blind sight. Now, you do get to ignore a lot of cover in certain cases, but line of sight is important to you. It's a long story. All right, so Haley tries to do that. You didn't get anything shifted because of your wild magic, so you are golden.
Oh, no, I just didn't pass my save. My magic went off just fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't pass the save to...
Right.
The extra focus it took you, is what he's saying.
Okay. The pirates went ahead and they did that. That's just fine.
It's so cold down here.
We can shut that window.
It's fine.
I have to end up this with another one.
I get hot really fast.
I know. It's fine.
I meant to go put gym shorts on.
I'll just keep my feet covered. It's okay.
I'm not wearing flashlights today.
Oh no! But you're still wearing dark ones.
Okay.
They did cool.
She's going to center it right here this time. Not knowing that you're there, but she thinks she can spread it out and hurt more people. So, 5, 10, 15, 15. Yeah, okay. That'll do. If Mickey O'Neill, Haley, Tertholomew, and Zalaria make me a dexterity save.
No!
All these
Oh
Oh, she got it back, too.
Oh, a save? I get to roll with advantage.
Oh, nice.
This bitch is holding on to this power.
19, 20, 20. I got a 21.
You got a 21?
You said dex save?
Yeah.
Got
Mhm.
24, 23.
It's a DC 17 dex save.
7.
Who's that?
Barking spider.
Here's the ding dang duck.
Which means concentration loss.
Okay. For those who failed it, take 57 points of damage.
What is it?
The
What?
electricity damage.
Mm-hmm. How high was it? How do I know if I failed or not?
Oh, what did you get in dex save?
18.
An 18? So you'll take half. It's a DC 17, so if you succeed, you take half. If you fail, you take 57. So half 57 is brain.
Mm-hmm. 28.5.
So
Hey, I can't
28.
be at work tomorrow. Just
28.
wanted to let someone know who would be there.
Who?
Talia.
Oh, she can't text me?
Oh, I want to call in tomorrow too now.
She just told me she was.
You're calling
I
in.
just want to let someone know. Who will
She's
be
calling in. I should call in too.
Okay,
We should all call. All
we'll discuss this
Yeah,
on
no.
our next break.
yeah, I was gonna say. Good point. All joking
I
aside,
did put this on my Facebook page.
yeah, let's. So with the 57, half that, brain, 28 points. So if you
Yeah.
succeeded, 28 points.
I just said that.
I know, but we got distracted.
I'm down.
Okay, Zalaria falls.
Slow it down.
Haley falls.
Come down.
Which means
Mickey
the fog
O'Neill
cloud
falls. You what?
I said, which means the fog cloud falls.
And the control of the waves goes down too.
There's a lot for control, guys.
Welcome.
I mean,
you gotta thank the god of the game for punishing in-game people for something that happens outside game.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't run my game because of outside stuff, then I will run my game based on outside stuff.
Okay, I'll stop coming.
Well, it's entirely up to you if you want to do that. It's up to you.
People don't like me trolling.
No, they don't. They like you playing. You're much more fun when you're in it and you're going and you're nuts. Yeah, we haven't heard your accent in a while too. I miss your accent. So the lightning strikes down. Most of those people do seem to drop. The giant is done. It's Mickey's turn. Make me a death saving throw, sir. Zolaria, your turn. Make me a death saving throw.
Yep.
I thought you rolled a d8. It's like, no, you get a bigger dice than that, Jonathan.
Sorry, I had to adjust. That's a 15.
Okay, so that should be a success. I'm pretty sure. And then after that, it is Bonham's turn.
So half the ship's dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna move up. Where's Haley?
Right here.
He's right there.
Okay. Would you say that there's 2 entrances on the sides here?
Well, you can get there 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you still have 5 more feet of movement.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Lay on Hands for 25.
All right. Popped back up.
And I believe that
You're not standing, though. Don't move your model up.
Okay.
And I believe that is a bonus action, so I can still.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast. Aura of Vitality.
What's that do?
Yeah. Well, tell him what it does.
Healing energy radiates from you in an aura with a 50-foot or 30-foot radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you. Centered on you, you can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including you, to regain 2d6 of hit points.
So does that mean that both Mickey and myself gain another 2d6 of HP?
Read it one more time.
You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura.
Okay. One creature. Gotcha.
So you've used your bonus action to get Haley up right now, but then you cast that, so you'll be able to knock it. Is it a concentration? And what are the spell components? Just double checking.
Concentration up to 1 minute, and its components, it's a vocational.
The V?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to say something to do it. Not a problem. You're not in a zone of silence, so yeah, boom. Dialatus doesn't take this falling down shit. She's just let Valkyrie get back up. Keep fighting.
Well, I want to know what Bonham says.
Does casting spell count as an attack? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an action.
There is specifically attack actions, and there are certain spells that do count as attacks. There is a difference. It was his action to cast a spell. If the spell says you make a spell attack or as part of attack, if it uses one of those 2 words, then it counts as an attack.
Well, because I have 2 attacks.
Yeah. No, you can only cast the one spell. You get your 2 attacks when you make an attack action.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2. When you cast a spell, it's just your spell and your bonus. It's your bonus.
And that's me.
All right. Bonham getting people back up since 2019. All right. There's no rogue waves. The pirates do their thing. The boat doesn't turn, though, because we didn't have enough people to do it, so it keeps on track. Continues forward. At top of the initiative again, Bartholomew.
Alright, I am going to... I'm going to give Zolaria a healing potion. I don't want to know what that was.
There's Taco Bell's not agreeing with
It's not disagreeing, it's that, that's a fart locked and loaded.
Just people fart.
I'm going to give Zolaria
It's not an actual fart, it's just
Okay,
ready
so
to
it'll be
go.
an action to do.
I am actually going to give her one of my greater healing
Locked
potions.
and loaded and ready to make shit dead.
And it is 4d4s.
I don't know where my
44s
D4
plus what?
4. Yeah, 4d4 plus 5. I'll roll it.
Okay.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just 7, or was there something else?
+4.
7 plus 4.
8, 9, 10, 11.
No
Yay!
more worried about death saving throws for anybody but Mickey at this moment. He's going to get the healing from bottom next turn, though, I'm sure. So that'll be good. And he's succeeded his first death saving throw, I'm pretty sure. Right.
Alright,
What did you get for your death saving throw? It was a 14. Yeah. So that's, you guys are still in good standing. You may have dropped, but you're still in good standing.
Alright, and that was my action.
So
There you
that
go.
means it's my turn again.
Yeah.
All right. Go, Haley, go.
Where did the spell I wanted to use go? Can I see her anywhere?
She has not made herself apparent now, no.
Okay.
Is the captain still alive?
No,
No.
he's off the ship.
Yeah, he melted falling down the stairs. Because he had to roll a disadvantage because he was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So he's toast. He rolled an at 20 at first, but he was
And then
drunk.
I reminded him he was drunk.
You can gain inspiration for being honest, though. I should have done that when that came. I'm sorry.
So
I mean,
he's absolutely just
Fried.
I don't know how you guys are going to find the island now.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages and see if I can understand what she's trying to say to us.
Okay. So you cast Comprehend Languages?
Mhm.
Okay.
So what is she saying?
She's not saying anything at this moment. She's been laughing, and then once she went underwater, she hasn't said anything. And you just saw the lightning strike.
So that is up to an hour, so I can understand for up to an hour.
That's not concentration either, so
No,
it's
it is
just
not.
good.
And then I guess I will spend another fucking sorcery point to cast Fog Cloud again.
Sweet.
At 4th level.
Do so and roll me that wild magic.
5.
Okay.
Alright. So Fog Cloud, the ship is covered with fog again, hoping that we go straight forward.
Did you stand up?
I guess
Yeah,
with
half
my
your movement.
action,
You
half
still
my
get
movement.
15 movement after that, too.
Yeah, well, I'll just stand here where I'm at.
Which one of those 4 squares? Every time. Okay. So you'll stand up where you're at, you're not going to move or anything?
I mean, I'm gonna stay right next to this thing, so if I need to continue to maneuver
Gotcha.
shit, then I'm gonna try and maneuver shit.
How are you looking on health?
I'm good on health. They might need more health than I do. Now, you got me pretty damn good.
At 11.
Okay. Top of the
I mean,
initiative.
I'm still
94.
bloody, but
Or
I'm
sorry,
still
top
okay.
Sorry, her initiative. Her voice will boom out, and she's speaking in giant. It sounds like thunder. Just if you don't know how a humanoid kind of creature of this size can sound like thunder, but sure does. If it's so, when you think it's the crashing of waves and the thunder, and you can tell that it's actually a language, but now to you, you hear what she's saying, and she booms out and says, "Ready to give up, or do I sink the ship?"
Can I call out? We're just trying to move through territory. We're not even trying to cause any issues.
I don't care why. I want your ship. And you as slaves.
And what
Sorry,
could
I'm
we
not-
give you to pass through for passage?
Your ship.
Just the ship? Sorry, that was out of character. My bad.
You're like screaming out into the rain and the wind. Lightning striking. The rain is hitting your face furiously as Haley's screaming into the
And
wind.
you
Well,
guys
the
are probably
captain
like, what
is
the
dead.
fuck?
This is the second ship you guys have gotten.
Calm it down with the trolling.
That's not trolling.
That's just pointing out a fact.
That's pointing out an in-game fact.
It's
Yeah,
the
that's what
same
it's when they
crew.
do it. But when
We've
it's
killed the
Sunday,
captain. And the first mate.
We
was
didn't kill the
second
captain. Oops.
So I'm sharing what the person is, or what this thing is saying. He wants to take over our ship and take us over as slaves. It's not accepting any other form of payment. It wants the ship
Just the ship?
and us as slaves.
What if we offered just the ship and she lets us go?
How are we gonna go anywhere though?
I can turn into a whale. Unless somebody else has a different idea.
Well, if there's 5 of us, I could cast fly on all of us and we could just fly where we're going.
Except we don't know where we're going anymore. Because if you haven't noticed, our captain is gone, and he was the only one who knew where we were going. Maybe.
I might have a solution to that.
You gotta
You gonna
start counting
share?
down for your answer before she does her action, guys. Just
Well,
letting you know.
I could cast Revivify on the
Revivify?
captain. Revivify.
He has been dead for less than whatever, and we did keep the diamonds.
Hey man, they're just words. Say them however you want.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, that still doesn't
Everyone
solve
make me a dexterity saving throw. She says, fine! You crack. I can't believe she's recharged this many times. Recharge again. Oh, she doesn't have a next turn.
You said Dex
12.
saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw? Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's.
last time.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Probably wise.
Actually, I'm gonna do this. Wait,
Ah, not much better. Oh, that's a 15.
what's
School me.
What's
It's
inspiration
cool.
again?
It's a
You roll with it.
Yeah, you roll advantage.
it's a DC 17.
That's not any better.
Mine is.
Oh wait, yeah, that's actually a little bit better. It's 13. I got 13.
1-1.
13. All right, DC 17. So
Failed.
for those who fail, take 62 points of damage.
I'm down again.
31 for those who do
Ah,
succeed.
620, thank you.
And no, you have one failed death saving throw and one successful death saving throw. Actually, no, 2, because you're taking damage while in death saving throw. So you have 1 successful, 2 fails. You're down. Everyone else, okay. What are you still standing?
Against all odds, my man.
Beast. All right, you're still standing.
Our tank.
And you took your damage appropriately. Okay,
Yeah,
and you went
62.
down. You went down too.
Alright, well. Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it's now after the giant. It is Mickey's turn, which he's down 2 death saving throws. If you
I'd
want
like
to
to
spend
go out
another
of
hero
turn.
point, yeah,
I'm going to go out of turn.
smart.
And I'm going to jump down. And I'm going to put a potion down his throat. It's going to be a greater healing potion. It is 6, 7.
So Mickey's gonna be
9.
fucking up.
So 13 heal points, Mickey.
So you're now at 13
Oh
hit
my God,
points,
send
and
a
your death
message.
saving throws go away, and you're good to go. It's now his turn. You're done with your. You moved. You did your action. You still have a bonus action if you had anything special. Talking still.
I'm going to rage.
You spend your. Okay,
Yeah.
smart.
I'm going to rage.
And you're totem of the bear, so that's good. All right, Mickey. So you're awake. You're just on the ground. But you're awake, and 13 hit points is what you have. What are you doing?
Mirror image.
Okay, you cast mirror image. You still have a movement and a bonus action.
I do not move.
You stay on the ground.
No bonus action.
Okay. That's Mickey's turn. Zalaria, you have to make a death saving throw.
That's a fail.
Okay, so that's one fail. All right, Bonham.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Aura of Vitality and give it to Haley.
It's 2d6, you said?
Yes. I'm gonna move over to Zalaria and lay on hands for 15 points.
I sort of forgot I was wearing something. It says it's the parapet of wound closure. While you wear this pendant, you stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your turn.
That's right, Marzio gave that to you.
In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, double the number of hit points it restores. So, am I able to be stabilized despite the fact that my turn went by because I forgot that I had it? Or...
You still want to heal her, knowing that she's still alive?
How much health do you have with that?
Well, it means I'm stabilized, so I'm at 0.
Yeah, I'll
And
still
then
hit
whenever you heal, then it doubles the
Yeah.
heals.
Okay. So how much hit points did you give her?
15.
Okay, so you get 30 back.
Oh,
Cool, thank you.
I almost got more hit points than me.
Okay. Ship combat dropping like it's hot. Okay, so that is Bonham's turn. Tirthalmule, you're... Oh, sorry. Yeah, Tirthalmule, you're up.
I acted out of turn. That's why I did that.
That's why it made me fucky.
All right. I have no sign of where she's at. Nothing. No like echolocation. I can put my ear to the ship. No. No,
You may certainly try.
Just stick your head under the water.
See if she's down there.
No.
Hello.
I'm going. I really can't do much if I can't see her. Nope. And I would like to cast Commune with Nature
Okay.
on itself.
Now, as a barbarian, you do get that spell, but I'm pretty sure you are able to get it as a ritual, which means it would take... You couldn't do it in combat. Double check the feature for me. It's Totem Spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have that with Bjorn. And it's you get the spell, but you can only cast it as a ritual, which means that it takes 10 times the amount of time of the casting time, which most are one action, which is 6 seconds, which makes it a minute to ritual cast it.
Yeah, it's a ritual.
Okay.
Not bad. I'm not going to cast that.
Sorry, man.
No, it's good. I'm going to pull my longbow out and hold my action until I can see her again.
Okay. All right. After Tirthalmule, it's Haley.
Trying to figure out how many people I
Yay, boats and shit.
can still understand what she's saying. I'm gonna kind of say something to everybody. I can only cast this on 5 people,
What are you
but
casting?
we can fly out of here and let her take the ship. But I can't save everybody.
I can swim.
The 2 sailors immediately look at you.
Oh my god, fuck the boat people.
You fought with these guys before.
I can ride on Zalaria if need be.
Sure, I can't.
That sounds terrible.
I want to design shit, whatever.
No, because you probably have to be like an eagle or something like that. That's just weird, man. That's cool.
If you can take 2 people.
Actually, yeah, I could be an eagle. I was just gonna be a whale, but that's a great idea. Thanks,
If
Zach.
you can take 2 people,
I think so.
then I can save the rest of us.
Won't be able to take
And we
me.
can
I'm too
fly out.
heavy.
I could probably take 1 Tirth or 2 people.
But then we can fly out and let her take the ship. We need to be able to get up as high as we can to be able to see the rock that we need to get to. But then it's finding the way.
I mean, we can do that if you want to. I can totally do it.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do it.
fine. Cast fly.
On who?
Well, Bonham and me, she can carry, and then I'll cast fly on everybody else.
Yes.
Smaller.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then you take your movement after you cast that?
I mean, I'm going to Zalaria, so yeah, I guess I'm taking my movement.
Okay, go ahead and take your movement. So you stand up. That's half your movement.
15 feet. So that's where Mickey is.
Yeah, and you can't end your turn in the same square, but you can be here.
There.
Clump.
So fly, 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 fly.
It's everyone within 30 feet of you, right? Okay.
Do they have to remain within 30 feet of you?
No.
Okay.
And what's the spell component?
I think it's just some shit.
I was pretty sure it was a feather.
I re-upped my spell component pouch, so it shouldn't be an issue.
It's not that I don't think you have it. It's more for the
It's
flavor,
a
giving you an option.
Wing from a feather from any bird. So I could just pluck a feather off of.
So that's why you do it, is because it's cool. So as you turn into the giant, well, I mean, we'll have to wait for turns to do that, but yeah, as you hold it to do it.
Essentially, yeah.
I mean, we're flavoring it, so yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm holding my. I'm doing everything to ready everything to be like, you can take the ship and then we'll fly.
And then you'll take off? Excellent. Okay, after Haley's turn is the giant's turn, except for out of the smog, or out of the fog that you just dropped so that you can cast this.
Well, no, it dropped as soon as I went unconscious.
Oh, that's right. So sorry, as the last of that fog is dissipating and everything else, and you hear that booming voice, you guys see another ship that has been able to creep up on you through the smog and through the waves. And it is the same size as yours, and all of a sudden the men are yelling yo-ho, and it smack hits the center of the ship.
Ah!
And you hear a bunch of men screaming, talking about boarding. And right in the middle of that voice, as you guys hear that, you hear a very familiar Landon.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
You crash. You've been traveling along with the crew of. Hold on.
Well, there's our way out here, guys.
The crew of the World Breaker has a Tarrasque as its headpiece.
Okay.
And the captain is very easy to laugh at, but you don't want to laugh at him because he's also the most ruthless person you've ever met. Not even pirate, most ruthless person you've
I
ever
laugh
met.
at him behind his back.
Never to his face.
Never to his face.
So we're going to take a quick smoke break, and then I'm going to go ahead and put another ship model up against that, and then we'll have your turn acting as now, and then we'll jump into the giant.
Okay.
You guys were approaching the ship because it's easy pickings. You saw some lightning strike out, and you guys thought maybe that was weird, but the captain just kind of nodded, and they're going to take
Alright,
it.
we're doing it. We're doing this.
You've been on board their ship because you were aboard a dwarven ship, and it was taken by this individual.
Okay.
So, again, fingers crossed at all times necessary, please. Like that. She laughed in character.
It's a duck!
Alright.
This is the person that we dare not laugh at, but
That's why I'm saying cross your fingers. And that's why I use
Look
the
at
duck.
him! Isn't he so cute?
Just because it illustrates it perfectly. So it smashes in. The ship does break apart because it's a ram. It's what it's made for. At that point, this initiative, like I said, it goes Leon. The ship is gone. All the crew members are bracing for boarding. And it's Leon's go. So what does Leon do? You see that? Like, you look and you the ship that they smashed into, that's what it was. You've been gang pressed into working with these guys until you get
I
dropped
have a
off.
quick question.
Mhm.
My turn did not go, so I'm not a bird yet.
Right.
Okay, cool.
No, I haven't even made it to you.
I'm just
yet
gonna
either,
kind
so
of
I can't
look at their
cast
split
myself.
open ship and be like, "What the fuck did you motherfuckers get into?"
And
I
I
just-
recognize that voice anywhere.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck? Just stand straight up, like after I realize the shit's in here. Fucking Leon.
Zilarian will get
Leon
up and be like,
McLeod.
and she'll be like, Leon, what have you been doing all this
I'm gonna
time?
hop down, and I'm gonna use my ready action. Waiting for something to pop out of the water,
Can you just
and I
straighten
will
it out?
use my reaction then.
Perfect. And that's perfect because coming up through the break is the Storm Giant. All of a sudden, the water just erupts as she like levitates up onto the top of the water, and her feet like seem to leave little footprints. And that booming voice, "Who ruined my brand new ship? Looks like I'll have another ship." As she looks on over, then suddenly she goes, "Oh no!" And then I don't have my recharge action. I do. You get an attack.
I'm just gonna point at him and be like, "You motherfucker fucked with my old friends, and now you're gonna get fucked." That is my Slayer's Prey.
Okay.
What?
You're marking her for Slayer's
I
Prey.
am marking her for my Slayer's Prey.
That is the action that was held. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The first time I hit it each turn, it takes an extra d6 damage.
That sucks.
And this benefit lasts until I finish a short or long rest, or I designate a different target.
She, seeing you open your mouth and she's panicking, she looks like she does not want to be here. What's up? Oh. Okay, no. She does not look like she wants to be here, and she takes one look over at the captain. It's about this tall, wearing a black captain's hat down over, and lots of what looks to be like bloody rags that are stuffed up into it. And it's just a big black captain's coat. There's very little parts of it that are silver and everything else. It appears to be a halfling, and the halfling just looks up, has a very pronounced scar from this end of the throat to that end of the throat. And just doesn't even say a word, just lifts it and looks at her through that, and she looks at it and looks almost terrified. And then she'll attack Leon, I'm sure. Yeah, she's actually pretty scared. She wants to get the fuck out of it, so she's frightened of him and will move away from him.
Then leave, bitch.
But she does turn, pulls that giant trident, and attacks for 28 to hit. I'm sure it hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. She strikes the little shit that opened up his mouth.
Am I still raging?
30 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm still raging this round.
So she takes that trident and then just wham! Slams it down into Leon. Okay.
Is that bottom of initiative?
No, it's
Is that
her
just
turn.
piercing damage?
Yes.
Okay.
She will say, "Dindo Sissy Spear, leave this ship to me. I will leave yours alone." And you just see the little halflings just standing
Wait,
there.
what was his name?
It was Dindo Sissy Spear. What's wrong with Dindo? Does it sound like something else? Maybe a toy? Dindo? Sissy Spear? Good job.
Boy, dildo swaggins.
Okay. This is going to be a fun little mini game. Just keep your fingers crossed every time you laugh. Because trust me, I stacked this. It's going to be way worse.
Oh, I have you, my fingers crossed. I'm not gonna say a damn thing to sit down there.
I've been waiting for this NPC for forever. Okay, so that was all her actions. The giant has made her attack. Does she have multi-attack? I'm sorry, guys. I don't play a lot of giants. Oh, I make 2 greatsword attacks, so 1 on Halo. 24 hits you?
Yeah.
30 points of damage. So she slams into Leon. She turns, she looks over at the redhead, and she'll flip her spear up. Lightning will strike it, and she'll just nail her to the ground. You're down.
I had 6 hit points, yeah.
Oh, that's rough. What is your health point total?
My hit point total was 62.
So it's half. Make me an immediate death saving throw.
Never had this rule before.
It's if you take half of the damage, or if the damage is half your hit points.
I mean,
I
with
got
the
it.
difference, it
Okay.
wouldn't be down to half
With what difference?
because she had 6. She
No,
took
you.
30.
It's whatever she is when she's fully healed. If she
Yeah.
takes half that damage.
But it didn't take half of that, technically.
She has
because I
62,
able to-
and she only took
Oh,
30.
62. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't have to make that. It has to be half.
She passed it anyway, so you should just take it and just be like, okay.
No, because then she
because-
won't make it next turn if she gets hit again. No, that's a very important distinction. Those 2 points make the difference of the half. No,
Plus-
you're not eligible for that.
Plus,
death
even if it was 31 damage, she still had 6
Well-
HP. So wouldn't that go into a negative difference?
it's
So
basically if you're half your hit point total, if you take it in one shot, it could be instant death. No matter if you're at 1 hit point or the full breath. It's a massive damage thing. It's in the book. It's in the DMG.
I mean, I'm not doubting that exists. I just don't think it works that way specifically.
We'll have to double check it.
I think you'd still have to go below 0.
You can take a look at it in the meantime,
I mean,
though. It'd be worth it.
I'll look at it later, but I can't believe that's exactly how it works.
Yeah, it's
Like, if
supposed
you're at full health, if you have 40 total hit points and you take 20 damage at full health, knocking you down to 20 hit points, that can't be an immediate death save.
I'm pretty
I
sure it
I
is.
can't see how that would work that way.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's,
I'll look it up later.
it's
I
supposed
mean,
to
if
represent
that's the
being
case,
hit by
then I
people.
would have been
I get
doing
that,
that
but-
immediately for all 3 of these attacks so far because
The
I
electricity
literally went
is-
from 62 to down.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't consider that with the AoE
So-
damage because I'm trying to concentrate on a lot of people taking a lot of different damages.
Well, that would have been the case for everybody at the table.
You're right. I probably should have ended up with a couple dead people this game. I forgot. But yeah, that's a pretty common thing, and I don't usually do half people's hit point totals in one shot. So bear with me on it, please. Okay, so my turn's over after I hit Haley. So after that is Mickey, who has mirror image, and you're prone, but you're still up. What you doing?
And you got another party member down right next to you, and somebody in your Girl Scout.
Well, I'm still down.
Out of
No, you're
character.
laying down.
You're up, but out of character, maybe not. Never mind.
You still have to actually stand up.
But you can still
Yeah.
cast spells when you're prone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Melee attacks against you have advantage.
Sorry, you gotta wait for the lag of the sight.
That's okay.
Cloud giant.
I mean, storm.
Storm giant. Go fuck yourself.
Oh shit. Free breadstick at the end of every piece of pizza. Gotta unload with that Glock.
What?
You loaded your Glock, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
You can also stand up and move
does Haley
too.
wear any rings?
Yeah, I'm going to stand up and I'm going
No.
to shoot the one right
The
next to
only
me.
thing that she
You gonna
has
cap
is
that
a
big bitch?
robe of
Mhm.
protection.
Alright, make an attack.
Well, like decorative or anything like
With that.
that.
I mean,
Pistol.
she has
With the
gold
pistola.
ring from
With my Slayer's Flurry,
Ruffisil, but
whenever
she
I have to
hasn't
make a
put
saving
it
throw
on or
against
anything.
Gotcha.
some
And she
effect that it
doesn't
does,
wear.
I
She's
get
not
to
wearing
add
any
a D6 to
rings.
my
Just
saving
as jewelry.
throw.
That's
Okay.
legit.
Oh yeah.
Plus,
Fucking power
Quick
hammer.
question: the ring of regeneration.
And then you'll get... Oh,
Did you give
hold
to
that
Alessia?
1 second.
Oh, I got it back. I gave it to him. He regenerated his arm. His face is pretty again. But I asked Zach like out of game. I was like, "Can I have that
Yeah.
back?" And so I have that back.
Say it again. No.
So I have like the ring of regeneration. That's actually the stone.
what's that one? Right?
Could I was thinking about this the other day, and I meant to ask you, but I forgot. Does it have to go on a metal ring, or could Zaleria have gotten
Plus
a
eight.
wood ring?
Anything. Any ring, essentially.
17.
17, you hit her. Go ahead and roll me damage.
You rolled to hit with a D10.
Oh.
And he still hits?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oops.
wow. Damn, Cash Money. I hit. You rolled a D10. 17 points of damage. That's one hell of a cap, bro. Boom! Pistol rings out. You want to describe how it hits her?
Wait, I said this one and you said yeah.
I thought you were rolling damage. I didn't know you were rolling to hit.
God damn it. Do you want to describe it?
Well, I was like, am I standing now?
Yeah. You said
you
you
get
wanted
up?
to stand up and you said you wanted to move.
Well, I said I wanted to shoot her, then stand up.
Okay, so you just like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm laying down underneath her, I shoot her, and then I stand up.
sweet. Like a boss. All right. Anything else you can think of?
I reload my pistol.
That's your bonus action.
There we go.
All I heard from you was like, D10. That's this one, right? Yeah.
Let's just remember, he rolled a D10 and still hit. That's boss.
Whatever.
All right. You might want to roll a D20 to make sure you didn't like roll a natural 20 though. I guess you could roll a 1 just the same. We'll consider it free advantage for that being boss. How about that?
11.
Okay. Yeah, you still hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so after Mickey Leone is Zalaria.
Zalaria's gonna get up.
Half your
And
movement to stand up from prone.
yep, she's gonna say thank you to Bonham. Hold on, I have to look up how much movement I have because I can't remember.
Alright, so 15.
30.
So you only got 15.
And I'll help you out if you wild shape. I'm pretty sure your movement as a bird is much more.
5,
That's all I'm going to say about that.
15. However, what I want to do means I can't shapeshift.
Gotcha. Just trying to help.
I'm gonna cast, I think, Cure Wounds. Hold on, I gotta find it if I can do it. Cure Wounds at a 5th level, which will be regain 5d8 plus 3 hit points.
Ladies and gentlemen, tip your healers. They're almost as good as bartenders. They're not. Bartenders are way better.
Can I take something out of my bag as part of my action?
You can interact with an object for free.
Okay. Zalaria's gonna reach into one of her outer pouches and she's gonna pull out a wood ring and then the stone that's the ring of regeneration, and she's gonna put them together and she's gonna give it to Haley and be like, put this on.
Awesome.
5d8 plus what?
5d8 plus 3.
She got an 8 too. One of them.
Now roll me percentile dice for activating the item. Since I'm with you.
33.
Okay.
Yay,
And then the ring of regeneration.
Hey, Zach. I'm gonna add the Holy Avenger to my inventory just so I can have it for reference.
Just click it's not used and
Yeah.
I'll remember it. It's recorded on stream that you don't actually have it. It's on your shopping list.
It says, while wearing this ring, you regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes, provided that you have at least 1 hit point. If you lose a body part, the ring causes the missing part to regrow and return to full functionality after 1d6 plus 1 days if you have at least 1 hit point the whole time.
Also, imagine that with a Vorpal sword and getting your head cut off. Technically, by the rules, you can regrow your head. Do you have any idea how much that
Well,
stings?
there's got to be rules for decapitation, though.
I haven't found any. I'm sure there are. Maybe it's in Vorpal.
Alright.
I think his rules is red. I think you.
It
wrote
might be
that
under
down.
Vorpal. It might also be in
My turn?
in the
I think
DMG
so.
under additional rules.
It's my turn. I would like to rage.
You're
You
just
didn't,
now
because you didn't
raging?
take any damage.
I didn't take any damage last round, so I
Yeah.
have to rage again.
Yeah, and he didn't deal any damage either. So okay, you blow a second rage.
Yep. Alright. I would like to rage, and I am going to take battle. Nope. I'm going to take my great sword,
Yeah.
Pull that bitch out.
shing,
And I'm going to. Which square are you in? Haley.
The eternal question.
Through. this one right here.
Okay, I didn't. I'm going to step here, even though I know it's the edge of the boat, and I'm going to honestly try to chop her hand off that is holding the trident.
Okay. Make me an attack roll. Get a nat 20.
Nope. Too far down.
Did not get a nat 20, but
There we
I did get a modified 23.
Well, you will hit her.
And I do.
Can you straighten the block path?
Woohoo! That is 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. This bitch is taking a lot of damage.
And
Does
I'm going
not
to
seem to
swing
be
again.
unhealthy at all. Not
I am
much more
going
than
to do it
bruises.
again.
Oh no.
15 hit.
No.
I miss the second time.
So describe your first hit. You're
Alright.
swinging for her hand. You do hit, but you're not going to cut her hand off.
Yeah. So when I'm going up to cut her hand off, I hit wrist, but then I realized there's like a metal bracelet, and I hit that, but I still like go up her forearm, swinging my sword that way. Yeah. And
The second one that
I
misses.
come down, try to come down like kind of tomahawking the sword, but completely whiff and yeah.
All right. Gain inspiration for that great description. All right.
I whiffed hardcore. I rolled a 2, so I'm just happy it wasn't a 1.
Okay. After Bartholomew is... Wait, what did Bonham do last turn? Did we skip Bonham?
Bonham healed.
No, bottom.
Okay.
No,
Awesome.
Bonham healed me, and then I healed you.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure. I guess we also need Kusif here.
Kusif!
That's a giant Kusif. I need a new model for it. But that's what we got right now.
The raccoon!
Shouldn't that be Leon?
So,
That's Leon.
all right, Haley, you're go.
Alright,
You're
so
awake.
Haley's gonna stand up and be like, "Fucking bitch, quit fucking knocking my ass down. I'm trying. We're trying to get out of here peacefully. And I'm gonna click my maximize wand. That's a
20's good.
It broke.
Oh, I thought you meant a 20 to hit. I thought you were rolling something to hit.
Oh, I gave you my inspiration.
I don't think I can use inspiration on a percentile.
Fucking all right.
Feel around. Oh. It's 46.
I want a time bomb on these incredibly powerful items to where you guys don't have them through the campaign, or else you would have them overpowered. But I'm okay with you guys having them for a little while.
Okay. So
I still haven't even landed necessarily on the percentile rules.
Okay, so since it's still live for 3 rounds because I rolled a 3 on my d4, I get maximize for all of my stuff. I am going to cast Scorching Ray on her at a fucking 5th level, so I'm shooting 5 Scorching Rays at her ass.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot.
Because I'm tired of this bitch.
Don't I have to roll the dodge?
Nope. This is me roll to hit.
Oh, you still have to hit with it. And then it's max damage.
First one doesn't hit. That's a 15.
I mean, it's close. You have any hero points?
I do.
Pop it. Twist it.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
So the second one hits.
First firing arc misses completely. The second one, though.
So that's 12 points.
12 points of damage?
11, 14, 15, plus 7. So the third one hits.
Ugh.
Another 12 points.
Get ready for some description action.
8. That's a 16.
Hit.
So
It's
4
another
hits.
12. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, you know, I'm like, why aren't you rolling damage? That
One
gives you
doesn't.
max damage.
So the last one did not hit.
So your first and last one missed. So describe the beauty of it.
So exactly how it is. This bitch needs to quit knocking my ass down. We're trying to get out of here peacefully. But you made me do this. So I'm just gonna click my button and then just start lobbing off scorching rays.
It's like
yeah.
it's like you're firing like the straight magma just right out of your hand in like little bursts.
Yeah.
I thought it was on one.
Each shot as it hits her will like liquefy part of her skin. You do quite a bit of damage to her that particular turn. She turns and looks very surprised. She's still healthy, but that whooped her. She's not looking as good now. Haley is done. It's now the giant.
Wait, I thought I got to go before the giant.
You're right. I'm gonna need to write you down on the initiative. Go, Leon, go.
All right.
Go, Leon, go, Leon.
For my
go.
bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Good. That's stacked with the quarry?
Yes, it does.
Neither one is concentration? That's dumb. All right.
The Slayer's Prey is just a class feature.
Yeah.
The Hunter's Mark is a concentration spell.
Legit. This is going to hurt.
So, for casting it, I'm just going to be like, this is going to be fun, bitch. And, like, my eyes are going to, like, flash white, but you guys don't see it under my hat. You, like, see a little flash from underneath the brim.
It's both anime and also, if you're driving home tonight and you see a raccoon, like, all of a sudden look over. It's very similar to both. Gainsman? Oh, you already have it now.
I'm going to use it, so will you?
Maybe.
All right.
Depends on if you carry this
You know how
sweet
anime
description
with-
through.
Anime characters with glasses, they like do the thing and it's like that's the sound that just played.
That's what I was thinking too.
So, and I'm going to swing at it with my longsword. Does a 27 hit? All right, so this is the first attack, so I get an extra d6 for my Slayer's Prey and an extra d6 for my Hunter's Mark, and a d8.
Max damage.
So that's 13 damage.
Oh, Haley, don't forget your regeneration. You heal. Oh, never mind. It's 10 minutes. Never mind. It's an end. How much?
13.
13.
Slashing. And extra attack.
That'd be nice if this ever turned.
It's nice the way it is, too, though.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't get the Slayer's Prey, but I do still get Hunter's Mark. That's 15 slashing damage. And now I'm going to use my action surge. I am moving around the ship as I am swinging this flurry of blows.
She's in between the ships, right?
And does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
That will be
God damn it. Stupid
10
models.
more slashing.
Jesus.
And
Never mind. You're going back to playing Mario next week.
one more for the extra attack.
Twinkie, fuck.
That is a cocked dice.
He's also an anime character.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
That will be another 10 points of slashing. So I cast the Hunter's Mark with the flash of the eyes, and then it's just an absolute flurry of spinning around. Just 4 deadly swipes right there. Every single one of them hit.
Like an anime tornado of
Yeah.
blades. Alright, you regain your inspiration, which
Turf.
you marked.
I didn't actually have to use it, so Turf gained inspiration.
Woo!
Hey yo!
Make sure you turn your light out.
I didn't use it.
Yeah, he's before
had it the
I
entire time,
granted these.
and I just
Okay.
gained another one, so I decided, hey, Terry.
I'm really
Gotcha.
slow about how I give it out so you guys can throw it around. I want to encourage the descriptions. You guys do so well when you describe. All right. So now it's the giant's turn. She's going to disengage. And she's
We
going...
just got her all settled in the ship.
Or my,
Oh, shit.
I'll attack it for a reaction because they have the Sentinel feat.
Fuck you, Andy. I thought no one would ever discover that feat.
You're talking about Landon. He's studied the
Oh,
player's
Sentinel's
handbook, and
Sentinel's
he's
on
like-
Bjorn's list too. One day I'm gonna have Sentinel and Polar Master 2, probably. It's going to be disgusting.
Still disengaging?
Yeah, she
All
doesn't
right.
know you have that. She turns and she
Not
says,
yet.
And which only I
she
can
says,
understand.
Dindo, I surrender. I will guide your ship to safe shores. You know what a boon we can be. And then she runs.
How is she running?
You little bitch!
Straight down.
Oh.
You ain't running from me, you little bitch! Does a 22 hit.
Yes.
That's ooh,
Now we know why.
17 slashing damage.
Did she
Leon
actually go
seems a
down?
little bit less racist.
There's no elves around yet.
Where'd you
Yeah.
go, bro? You used to be racist towards everybody.
I haven't gotten a chance to even look at the two of you yet. Just wait. Just fucking wait.
Oh, she still so should just execute everybody. No. I'll play ball.
That's right. Leon doesn't know.
Social.
He only knows Jen.
He's gonna be
Spear
sad.
off it.
That's sad. They
So,
were pretty
We could
tight.
bring Jin back.
They were pretty tight, weren't they?
okay, she makes a 13 for persuasion. She means it. Does he misconstrue it? No. So he'll turn to his quartermaster and he'll nod, and his quartermaster will yell out, "This is acceptable!" Then you'll just hear the waves kind of calm down. He says, "Mr. Leon, please,
Yeah?
cease on killing that giant. She'll be good for the weather." This is not the captain.
Wait.
This is his quartermaster.
Hold on.
What? You got another
I-
20 damage you want to
No,
go
I
over?
think there's a different part of Sentinel.
Oh, that she stays put.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
she does. You're right. No, we'll just put her there
Yeah,
for
we'll
now.
just leave her there because she's. Cause what happened?
Do you want
So,
to repeat that?
she says,
Yeah, when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn.
yeah. So,
She can't go anywhere right now.
right. So, yeah, no, you need it too.
Stopped it.
So-
Fucking stopped it.
The captain
You
says,
ain't going nowhere.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
the captain whispers to the quartermaster. The quartermaster says she will be good for the weather. We should keep her alive, Mr. Leon. She'll be good for the weather, is what the quartermaster says.
Yeah, right.
But no, he's the second most fearsome thing on our boat. And she says, I agree. She'll also grab both sides of the ship and hold it up and say, if you have any bounty or any booty, bring it over to the new ship before this one sinks.
So Larry is just gonna hop over to the other ship.
You're like, well,
Still
I guess
enraged.
we're
Oh,
joining
there
you
goes
guys.
Who the fuck are you?
We just dropped Hearth in the water.
I say we kill the humans.
How about we wait, please?
He whispers something to the quartermaster. The quartermaster says, we trust you, Leon. You want the humans dead?
I don't like them.
How about you wait until we can do introductions? She's with us.
There's only one human.
I count 2.
Where's the second one?
Man,
Oh, shit. I always count gypsies as a different race.
Oh my god!
Sorry. My bad.
You're human, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't see you with the weather there.
Yeah, it's like Jewish people.
You're good.
They're a whole different race, aren't they?
Why don't you
Wow.
make a persuasion check?
Okay.
I'm enraged, so I'm no use. I'm like still ready to attack this bitch, so.
Oh, she regains lightning storm.
I'm foaming at the mouth and everything.
That's gonna be a 5.
Does a 5 persuade the dwarves to not kill the humans?
Oh, the dwarves on board? They're not keen on the humans. No. They're gonna...
just
Well, if Leon says to kill them.
already.
no. Let's just calm down a little bit.
What?
Can I
Remember
explain,
your
or are
crossfit?
you just gonna kill people you've never met
Yeah.
before?
I mean, yeah.
I should know who I'm talking to, but
You got 5 seconds.
they've
Are
both
we
saved our
in
lives
initiative?
before
They haven't
many
saved
times.
mine.
No? Okay.
You haven't given
You'll
me the
drop out of your
opportunity
rage.
to either.
You looking for a fight?
No, I'm looking to get the. We're looking to save this guy's ass.
I'm
so that-
looking for a fight.
Leon.
Well, you can probably get.
Are you
into
on
a
this
fight.
part of the ship still, or are you on that?
I'll walk on over. I'm riding the fucking giant's neck.
What are we doing with
Leon, I promise you, it'll be worth it if we
They
keep
weren't,
you
Lord.
alive.
They want to join real bad. We'll worry about it. This crew just fine.
I've been just fine without him.
And she will
But,
I got
this
new
off
friends.
and let it sink.
well, and they're our new friends.
Well, what
You
about
can't
your
just
old
kill our friends. You're gonna be like, Turth, help me on this, please.
You gotta remember, I'm in rage.
I know you are, but still.
No, you'll drop out. We're out of initiative.
I'm dropped out of rage.
And I'll move this so that it's.
I look at Leon. I'm like, trust me. We want these guys. They're good. They're good peeps. Go ahead.
Remember your fingers. The captain will clear his throat.
I'll do persuasion.
No, then it's you who have to please me, not the raccoon. What are you laughing at, raccoon?
Okay.
What is happening?
Okay, Leon, does a 22 hit you?
Sorry, didn't mean nothing by it.
Does a 22 hit you?
It will.
Okay. Take. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
He did say,
I'm
make
going to
sure
use
that you're like on par
inspiration?
with you.
That's a nat one.
Okay, that one. The minute that he says all that and says to please him, and then Leon cranks out a laugh, and all of a sudden he throws back the captain's jacket a little bit, like he's got this. He's not wearing it in the sleeves. He's wearing it almost like a cloak. He throws it back, and he's got a bandolier of guns and knives, and he takes one, flips it in the air, and grabs it, and just goes and hits Leon with a dart clean in the neck, and he immediately passes out.
It is me you have to talk to. It's me who mans the ship.
And then he hops down and walks in his little halfling self on over.
So he is actually a
can I-
halfling.
Yeah, he's a
So
halfling.
I'm like, trust us, trust these humans. I rolled a 17 for persuasion. So I'm like, we mean you no harm. We just want safe passage to an island. That sounded crazy coming out of my mouth. We need safe passage to the island. We're rescuing someone, and then we need to get back.
Can you pay?
Yes.
How much?
What are you worth?
I'm worth more than what I carry, but
I need a number.
I can give you 100 gold right now.
If I wanted to, I could squeeze 100 gold out of my butt cheeks. I make way more money than that. What are you laughing at?
You have your fingers crossed, Mandy.
I'm trying to hold.
Oh,
this shit
does the
together.
17 hit you?
I don't know. Hold on.
We're waiting a long time for this guy.
Okay, so my AC is a 17.
It's meter beat.
Meter beat. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this guy based off of Ramon Salazar from Resident Evil 4?
He's actually a mix of
You said
Ramon Salazar
Constitution,
and
right?
Vigar from League of Legends. You know, infinitely powerful, but he's a fucking.
You
magic
said Constitution, right?
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Okay. He takes his hands up and he's holding a bunch of daggers and darts, and he just throws it, and the dart actually flips like this and sticks in Zalaria's neck, and she just passes out.
Throw her overboard for her insolence.
No, we're not going to throw anybody overboard.
Then talk money to me, big green one.
Big green one. All right. So I can give you.
Are you laughing at me?
I can give you 4 platinum pieces right now.
That's less than 100 gold.
No, it's not.
No, that's 400 gold.
No, platinum piece is 10 gold.
See how smart he is.
No.
Oops, that's not right.
He stops and
I thought a platinum piece was 100 gold.
it's got the
Yeah, it is.
it's got the conversion rate in the
It's
thing.
10
Gold's
gold.
more than platinum.
No, it's not.
I'll give you 400 gold pieces. Get us to the island, and then we'll talk more.
He reaches his hand out.
handy.
This I will be taking to not throw the cat overboard! I will require more money to not gang press you into my service and go wherever the hell I want! No! It is by my good graces that you are not thrown over as well!
And that is much appreciated.
That was so awesome. Just chill as fuck. Bottom's like, and that is appreciated. Not haughty about it, not upset, just chill.
Okay, but granted,
Gain inspiration, you're so badass.
Bottom can't actually see the ridiculousness.
He can hear it,
He
though.
can just hear it and see the tiny little aura.
He sees just this evil aura. It's like super tiny, like screaming in that voice.
I'm like, does anybody else want to chime in on this?
How
Because
about
I fucking else.
You might want to uncross your fingers.
I can help out a little bit with making sure that we get safe passage and are not seen getting to said island. I can offer you an additional 500 gold, and like my other party members have said before you knocked them out, no disrespect, just trying to make sure that we remain here. Oops. That we can discuss further payment after we reach the island. But I can give you 500 gold now.
You take it.
Now, if you wouldn't
This I can agree on!
Now, if you wouldn't mind, possible antidote for my friend here, and she can probably see to any wounded that she might have on this ship.
He nods and he walks over, looks his first mate,
Do it!
and he'll continue to the ship.
At the mains! Be prepared! We're casting off! You, tall green one, tell me where you're going!
And then the first mate will stick you to wake you up. First time this happened to you, they shaved you.
Makes sense.
the sad thing is that's a Leon thing. Like, he wakes up, he looks, he's shaved, he's like, makes sense.
Nah.
Literally, we'll just kind
Probably is it.
We're going to.
of sit up and be kind
We
of.
were
grumpy.
set to go to an island.
Did we take the paintings?
No.
I don't know.
Nobody
did we?
said it, so I wasn't going to give
Okay.
it to you.
Okay.
You guys remember the rough description?
We're looking for an island that has a very intricate looking rock on it. It looks like
Was it dragon?
there's a dragon wrestling with a giant,
A beholder.
a beholder.
It was close. It was close enough.
We're looking for an island that has a rock that looks like a dragon wrestling with a beholder. Would you happen to know of any islands that might have said?
I know just the one!
We're looking for.
Shit, I'm glad you do. It just sounds like the dumbass humans taking plugs.
We're looking for somebody that was held captive. That was taken captive.
Painted by an orc.
You taking drugs too?
I'm
I
throwing them in
can't say
the
I'm surprised,
garden.
but- Oh, you got garden. She fucking hippie.
She keeps us alive.
Chicks, man!
Chicks, man.
Like, out of character. Didn't understand a word you just fucking said.
Yeah,
It's a hard
definitely
voice to
not.
pull off, man.
Definitely
Chicks,
not.
man!
It just sounded like shouting.
Bitches be crazy!
There. I'll elaborate.
I was like, you said his name?
You want to hear it?
My name is Captain Dindo Sissy Spear!
It's nice to meet you, Captain.
I can't understand a word you're saying because it's screaming like a little.
It's Dindo Sissy Spear!
Now say it outside of the voice so that we can actually understand.
Dindo Sissy Spear.
You. Dindo Sissy Spear.
The most feared pirate on the high seas.
I totally understand why.
He's pretty ruthless. He wanted to throw you overboard.
Yeah, you know.
It would have been. And then,
But
why'd your character die? Friends didn't help me. Got thrown
I was
overboard.
unconscious.
I offered my hand. to
Oh,
take.
I am so sorry. He will walk over and lift. You know, halflings are like this. They're tiny.
Yeah,
But
he's
he-
only 3 feet tall.
He's the same size as Leon.
He gives you a pretty good handshake considering what, like, and for his stats though. Like, it's not bad.
I respect him for that.
He gives you a decent. Can look you in the eye and give you a handshake.
And with my all white eyes, I too try to look him in the eye.
Yeah, Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You look at the aura. You're like, yeah, I see you right in front of
This one I like!
I'm gonna walk up to Turf. I'm gonna look like straight up at you. I'm gonna give you like the bro punches, like right in the thigh. Like, what have you been up to, man?
you. Saving Davenport.
What the fuck did you do?
We didn't do we didn't cause anything. Okay, yeah, that's a big ha. Yeah. We tried to stop a lot of shit and caused more shit and tried to save shit from shit, other shit, and yeah, shit happened.
That was so descriptive, Terry. That was so nice and poetic.
You gotta think I'm coming out of a rage.
I guess that's
Oh,
true.
well, where'd you pick up these two dumbasses?
Look,
In
Valerie's
dumbass places.
gone.
What?
She's.
We're really not
We'll
sure what
we'll
happened.
talk to you about
She
that.
keeps on threatening me.
I didn't fucking ask you.
Racist raccoon.
Racist raccoon. What the hell do
So-
you expect?
And
Night and day from Marzio, right?
and were you with us when Jin died?
Jin died?
Yeah.
I like that motherfucker.
So did we. So Refasil killed him. Right?
No, it was
No.
Clemens that
No.
killed him.
Oh, Clemens killed him.
yeah, it was during
Um,
the big battle at Clemens that he got bit, an attack of opportunity.
Uh,
Your character knew Jin.
yeah.
Really?
She's been
Yeah.
with us. Yeah, Zaleria.
Do you
was
not-
with
do you
us
not-
before.
He doesn't remember her.
No, I remember Zelaya.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just.
It's
I don't
Mickey
like or
and-
dislike her because she flung me when she was a whale.
Okay. Yeah.
The fastball special.
It's all coming back.
That was one of the first meetings with Zalaria was getting flung.
I yeeted you out of the water. It was great. Jin killed.
I caught you in a baseball
No,
match.
Jin didn't kill. Jin died at the hands of
Organizing
Clemens,
style.
who was the old governor of Dathersport. And then Valerie was poisoned,
Yeah, poisoned and paralyzed.
and she kind of went into a coma, and we sent her off with Malik for protection, and we're not sure what's happening with her, but she's alive and killing people.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, we're working on that part.
Well, Wakanda. Anyway,
And we're helping Vorig get one of his higher ups on this island that we're traveling to.
all right, let's do it.
All right.
Borg's an all right guy.
Yeah, he's helped us a lot in this past few months. There's a whole plague that hit Davenport. Explosions, blood, ghouls. I almost died.
What the fuck kind of shit you guys doing?
You know, if I could really say what we got into, I would, but I'm really not sure. Was Leon around for any encounters with Refasil?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember that bar wench that he just stabbed her in the neck?
When the boat got destroyed.
It was one of the first encounters we ever met Refasil. Like we had just gotten to Dathersport and we were trying to figure out how to get the stout back in. And then Refasil overheard our conversation when he was possessing a bar wench or whatever.
Yep.
And Leon fucking cut her head off right fucking there.
Okay.
He's
So,
still wanted in Dathersport.
no, he was
It's
Wasn't
not rated.
You're
he's on
right.
there. Right.
Good thing we caught that early.
Sorry, I'm messing with an extension that I was trying to get to
No,
work.
you're fine.
Well, Refasil is dead. We managed
What the
to.
fuck? I wanted to kill him.
I know. I'm sorry.
He almost killed me. I had the plague at one point.
Well, why
Actually-
didn't you fucking kill him?
Both of us had the plague.
The building kind of fell on him and killed him.
No, he got pushed off the building.
Yeah.
Marzio.
Oh wait, I wasn't awake at that point.
You're the one who threw him, right?
You've been filled in the stories,
Yeah,
campfire
that's true.
stories.
I think I threw him.
Marzio.
Yeah,
Marzio.
No, Marzio threw him.
Marzio.
Yeah, he's a co-governor now.
What?
Deputy governor. Sorry.
Alright, I ain't never going back.
Well, that's fine. That's your choice, I guess. Will you at least help us with the quest we've been given? Cool.
I miss you, buddy.
I miss you blind bitch.
His ass got laid, actually.
Oh
And same
shit!
with Turd.
He's a man now.
Same with Turd. And that Alazio guy is all over Zolaria.
You could do better.
Okay, but you have to see him first.
I have, and he a bitch.
You never saw him without a mask. You only remember...
I know a bitch when I see her.
Just double checking.
You want a perception check?
I would like you to all make a sense of bitch check.
Sense of bitch.
What is
I
it?
mean-
No.
Are we all just automatically proficient?
Oh shit!
I mean,
Yeah.
since elves are one of my favorite enemies, don't I get advantage to sense them? If Alazio is an elf or a human, I would get advantage at detecting them.
You have it on humans too.
Elves and humans, because when I pick humanoids as a favorite enemy, I get 2 choices.
Yeah, 2 choices, and you picked humans and elves.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, I have beasts as well because I'm a higher level ranger. I get an additional one. So.
And that's all I'm like, yeah, I'd like to rest because I'm tired.
Turth is tired. He needs a nap.
I need a nap and food.
Bendo,
Yes!
how far to the island? How long till we get there?
3 days!
3 days? It sounds like you got time.
Alright.
Assuming we don't run into problems!
Speaking of not running into problems, would you like me to cast like a decent sized fog cloud around us so that we're kind of obscured?
I'll look up at the storm giant and be like, "Hey, bitch, you gonna keep your friends away from us?"
She splashes down in the water, or she walks on it for a while, and until it goes down lower. She'll move her hands up and she'll control the weather to make it beautiful out. And he goes,
Yes! Provide us with the cover we need to strike down our enemies!
Alright, so I will cast fog cloud after the it should still cover the ship.
done deal. So the storm giant will control the weather outside, and you'll control and make it a big smoggy thing on the inside. Let's see. The only hard part is beyond the smoke. Can you leave a little hole for him to see through? Because
I mean, it's a radius.
yeah, you can't. That's right.
How high are these?
That's why I was like, it's
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's
How high are those?
The masts?
They wouldn't be able
30?
to.
40? I'm trying to think of how tall
It's
a mast is
a
on a galleon.
radius.
Yeah, no, how?
Of 80 feet.
Oh, no.
80,
Around.
yeah, shit.
That's
No,
why I cast it out of
No,
third
it
level.
wouldn't. Yeah, if it's 80 feet tall, a mast isn't gonna be 8 stories tall.
No, it's not.
So.
Okay.
That's why I asked if he would like me to before just doing so, because I know that it would cause obstructions.
Okay, so
what
yeah,
if you
go ahead and
cast it like below deck?
Yeah, she can't do it outside of the ship without causing it. He'll tell you to go ahead and hold off on it, and then to wait until they absolutely need it.
Well, if you guys just let me know when you would like me to cast it. I mean, I can hold it for up to an hour so long as I'm maintaining concentration on it.
Excellent!
And I say, if you need my strength, point me in the direction. I'll help out where I can.
Coconut really does not like your character.
Sorry.
All of the dogs are going fucking crazy.
Sorry. So with that, you guys are given a chance to rest. With the promise that tomorrow you guys will work harder than you've ever worked before in your lives in order to keep the ship going.
A long rest.
But you guys can go ahead and take a long rest for now.
Thank fucking God.
As you guys travel on the boat known as the World Breaker.
The world breaker.
Going off towards the island to see what they see. To free up somebody for work. And that's where we'll close today's game.
No one died.
Bonham just chill as fuck. Smooth criminal.
I'm honestly surprised that was managed to pull that calm voice off. Because I pictured I was talking to Ramon Salazar.
And he's just doing the Leon Scott Kennedy. Just doing the whatever, Salazar. Witty remark. Go fuck yourself. Like that kind of thing.
Oh, that's classic, though.
You want to do an outro?
Oh yeah, I just
Liz, you want
wanted
me
to
to
stretch my
shake it
legs.
for you?
Okay.
Goodbye.
No.
Okay.
I actually got the closed caption things
It did.
figured out. I had to have a certain website open.
Hey, as long as you figured it out, it's great.
So, I got it. It's great.
All right. Thanks for joining our group. We play every other week, so we won't be broadcasting next week, but we will the week after. Thanks for joining us as always. I'm going to turn it over to Amanda. Are you ready to make your promo?
Sure.
And then we'll go over to her promo, and that'll do. So please join us again in 2 weeks.
So have a little Facebook page for us. It's Diamonds and Dice. I did have a little link for our Twitch stream tonight. Once we get it posted up on YouTube, we'll also post something for that as well. Make it a little bit easier for you guys to follow us. Thanks for joining.
And now Mandy.
And actually, YouTube and Facebook are now actually linked down below. Just click on whatever icon you want to go to. Loads of fun. We've got the closed caption thing. I actually got that figured out. I'm so proud of myself. And then come check me out, Madly Unique. I don't know if I'm streaming this week because I'm supposed to close every day. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, join us in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Fuck!
Shit.